other times, so I can try and remember how to fly, so I don't fly into the sun so many times. Uh,
There's
I
someone else in core that wants to play. I'm like, sure, I'll jump on like once a week.
oh,
Um,
really? Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I wanted to. It was taking me a while,
it's like,
but
hey,
yeah.
when you come back to the bubble, we could do like missions and combat stuff. Like, yeah, I'm still like 18,000 light years away.
Well, there you go.
I'll get there though.
Well, I'll just like if jump again next episode and just eventually come across you sometime, maybe,
Yeah,
or you'll be like, surprise, motherfucker. I'll be like,
yeah.
oh, hi.
I'm in your system. I'm waiting. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm already gone live. It's
Oh,
seven
okay.
o'clock. I just have to set up the stream. This is gonna be the Let's Discuss podcast. So I need that link. I can't believe I actually forgot.
It's okay. It's not my birthday.
Wait, is it your birthday as well?
No,
Wait, wait. That's what the way it says when it's a
it was
birthday.
yesterday.
Was it really?
No, my birthday's not even until December.
Okay, okay. Like, my goodness. Like, did I keep that in my phone anymore? Or did I delete it? I don't remember now. I'm gonna find out where I am. Oh shit. Hmm. Now I'm curious. Like, if it's even. Did I even keep it in my phone? I used to have it in my phone. Okay. So here we go. I just got to get the Let's Discuss playlist. This music is so good for Space Hammer. You know?
I don't know what you're listening to.
The Space Hammer theme song. It's so
Space,
good.
Space Hammer by James Workshop.
Yeah, it's just so good. Um,
Stuff like uh, Audio Machine or any kind of like epic movie soundtrack playlist is usually pretty solid for that stuff too.
right? Genetic engineering, which I totally did my homework for.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
totally not winging it.
No, it's gonna be great. I totally didn't forget. But you hit me up at the right time too. Like I could have been. Oh man, if you had like waited till after, I would have been. Uh, so we'll find out how my concentration goes with this. Good thing I suck at this game either way. So like it's decaf. Hey, Disculpo. Hey. This is a Let's Discuss genetic engineering podcast. Not no, I did that wrong. You guys know what I. Yes. Oh, yep. Voice is on, Brad. Can I check for you, please?
Testing. Hello. I didn't hear anything.
Yes, your voice is there. That is Brad. This is
I
the
exist.
yeah. Yeah, he does. Welcome to Scopa. We're gonna get people in here. This music is very exciting. This made the podcast sound way more exciting for a second there. The topic, genetic engineering
Line.
for space for engineering for space for space
Maybe just in like a science fiction setting. Because it could be science fiction and not even leave Earth, but there might be genetic
sci-fi
engineering. Like, it's the year
sci-fi space
5000
theory.
and Earth is some industrial hellhole, and people need to be genetically modified so they can survive the terrible atmosphere we made for them.
Oh yeah. What if we even need it for Earth? Yeah, is that what you just basically said? What if we need that to even survive Earth? We were just on Twitch secretly, and we were talking, and I got thinking about
It's not a secret if you
underground.
tell everyone.
and I think with
Totally
somebody
invited to
was
a
talking.
secret party. You guys weren't invited.
Well, somebody was talking about procreating with moles, right? The wine come wine to procreate with moles. You heard it here first. But that actually kind of goes to genetic engineering, because didn't we talk about possibility of if we were on other planets and cross not only the way we would adapt to the environment and it might alter us, or we'd have to alter ourselves with genetic engineering, but
Yeah, we
way
deliberately
to
alter
crush.
ourselves to survive
Exactly. Yeah,
like intense gravity or like radiation or heat or any kind of
exactly. Who's
alien
ready for
planets.
new?
I
Who's ready?
mean,
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
don't know if the
happen.
whole mole procreation thing is.
Well, look, let's not judge him for wanting to procreate with moles. Who's ready for new enemies? Because gonna love killing these chaos enemies. We're looking
Sci-fi
forward to it,
slash furry porn.
right? Wait, is that
Rule
tentacle
34.
porn? Isn't that tentacle porn or
Most on the
something?
tentacles, though. Most on the
Isn't it called
tentacles.
hentai or something? Genetic engineering? Oh no, my first thought was Stellaris and nerve stapled pops, but humans would never do such a thing. Wait, what is that? What is Stellaris
Human,
and nerve
human,
stapled pops?
humans do all kinds of terrible things. They do it. I don't remember what you're talking about, but they do it. I thought of Gattaca.
Gattaca? Oh my
Wait a
god!
minute.
Wait, with
Wait a
Ethan
minute.
Hawke?
I think he's in it.
Yes. No, Gattaca was that
I
one
just remember
where.
the movie poster had Saturn on it. I'm like, cool. I'm like, oh, it's about.
Oh, good to
I
see.
don't remember. I don't remember what it's about. But I think it had like.
It's good
I
to
was
see.
whenever cloning sheep and stuff. It's like, whoa, genetics is crazy. Burgeoning new topic.
Yeah. Gattaca was a great film, and remember there were restrictions on how how you weren't allowed into space because of oh gosh, okay, Gattaca, and didn't the guy take the guy's place? Oh my god, 1997 film. I would love to rewatch it.
Whoa.
There is no gene for the human spirit. Vincent is an all-too-human man who dares to defy a system obsessed with genetic perfection. He is an invalid who assumes the identity of a member of the genetic elite to pursue his goal of traveling into space with the Gattaca Aerospace
Oh, shit.
Corporation. Yeah, Ethan Hawke, Uma Thurman, Jude Law. Oh my god, that was such a good movie. I want to rewatch that. Kralik says, "Oh, anybody here used a CRISPR?" Kralik,
Yeah.
you had something
I
that
mean,
was
I
in my
haven't, but
notes.
I thought of CRISPR.
That was in my one notes that I did for genetic engineering podcast. I was going to ask
CRISPR
you
could
about it.
totally. You could be like
What?
CRISPR guns, just shooting people. Like, boop, you don't
Wait,
have that weird disease, or hey, you can breathe underwater.
yeah, that was mentioned in my notes that I did do the other day. CRISPR can resurrect extinct species. Projects are
I
underway to
mean,
bring back woolly mammoths by editing elephant
that's how we
DNA.
got Jurassic Park. People, go read and watch Jurassic Park. Michael
No,
Crichton knew this was going to happen. We made films about it.
Frolic, you're
Leave the
already
mosquito
on
in the air.
topic. Disculpa. What is the Stellaris and nerve stapled pops? Disculpa, please tell me. What is he talking about there? Stellaris.
Probably not like Pizza Pops.
For gene insertions, we already can make fluorescent pets. Yeah, Kralik. Oh gosh, I do have some notes. Can I give you some notes first, or no? Is that bad? I did have notes. There's somebody called None of
Hit
Your
us with the
Business.
notes. Hit us with the
Okay.
notes.
Um. Okay, so I was like genetic engineering for space colonization and space travel in the future. But first of all, there's all this stuff, and I'll do that. I won't look at that. We're not going bit by bit, and we're not going by that or that or that or that or that. But what I was
Okay.
interested about, it mentioned. Oh, I hate when it. I find it amusing when it pretends to be you. It's so cynical. Anyway, best science facts about genetic engineering. I won't go through all these, but the first one says CRISPR, which Kralik just mentioned, is a basic. It's basically molecular scissors. Its CRISPR-Cas9 lets scientists cut DNA at precise spots and edit genes. It's so accurate they can change one single letter in the genetic code of 3 billion letters in the human genome.
GACT.
So this is a thing people are already using. There's stuff
I
being
mean,
done.
not,
Glow in the
it's
dark
not-
animals are.
Yeah, I mean, like universities and hospitals are using it.
So we want
It's
to
not
use
the
it for
level where it's
space.
like, I mean, we can.
Are we using
well,
it in space?
I don't know. We're not using it in space because it would have to be more lightweight and portable and all that stuff. It's kind of like I think it's on the like physical parameter wise, like how big is this CRISPR machine? It's probably somewhere in between like a small observatory and like an MRI. It's not like
Oh.
portable. I don't think so anyway.
Sculpa says Stellaris is a space strategy game, and nerve-stapled pops are population that, well, let's say thinking became a thing of the past. Oh, sort of like when I was reading Brave New World. Frolic says, I need to reverse engineer a chicken into a Spielberg-looking... Oh, okay. CRISPR is a tool. One can actually buy a home kit for it, but it's highly regulated use. It would be impractical to bring to space. Well, wouldn't they be using stuff in space in the laboratories? Aren't they using
talking
stuff?
about, like, near or probably more far future, where we realistically need it to, like, hey, we're going to send people to this alien, like, this is, like, not even on Earth, but we're furthering our, like, exploration into space. We find some weird planet we want to explore, and it's like, well, even our technology will make it really difficult to live there, but we advance genetic engineering to be like, we can just use a future CRISPR to tweak people's genes so they won't be, killed really quickly on this planet. Like, find some microbes that don't need as much oxygen and be like, hey, what's the bits of your DNA that let you do that? And we somehow figure out how to adapt and, like, get CRISPR to add that to our genetic code.
What do you think about this, that we could... Okay, so... So we've already done it for engineered disease-resistant humans. Did you know this?
Yeah, like, we're totally using it for stuff.
It was controversial and questionable. Radiation-proof genes exist, and we could borrow them. They're called tardigrades. I'd love to hear more about all this stuff in a bit. Glow-in-the-dark animals are real, like Kralik said. Gene repair and modification would be essential in the future. Agreed, it would be. Gene editing crops could feed space colonies. We already know they're working on this in space. Are they all right? Yeah, NASA has already experimented with genetically modified lettuce on the ISS to provide astronauts with fresh food and vitamins. Oh God, just lettuce.
Yeah, so it's not just humans, but yeah, like I said, adapting plants, or like say we'll want in the nearer future we might want animals as like mules and horses and things to do work, and eventually we might want animals to, like, for leisure. Like, hey, I want a pet on. Oh
no, I don't want that
on some planet, but it won't survive, I want to bring my veggie into space. I have to put him in my CRISPR microwave and and adapt his genetics so he won't die in space.
1 second. I have to put somebody laughing at doing the live reactions in the chat. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Hey, Sage. We could GMO ourselves into oblivion. It's ethically difficult and very dangerous. Yeah, but if we're already working on it, I mean, humans could one day photosynthesize. I think that'd be cool if we became.
That would be fucking cool.
If we could partially feed off the sunlight. Gene drives can change entire species. Life extension through What are telomeres? We got to get into those. Caps at the end of chromosomes is shortened with age.
So you could, that's another thing. You could use CRISPR to, like, stop aging or fix the aging process.
That'd be fucked up, though. Oh, somebody's...
Well, yeah, the whole ethical thing is a separate, like, oh, you're playing God because you're playing with genes. It's like, yeah, but...
We could add some. Okay, gotcha.
Maybe that's the point.
That's a bad thing? Is that the bad thing?
What?
Fucking with it, adding to it to add to life. Question is, says the Sculptor with genetic engineering, and hey, SagePen, will there be a standard set by the government, or could it be like Cyberpunk and you edit yourself as you wish if you have the money? Thoughts? Ooh, Cyberpunk is a good example of editing your, like, genetic engineering to, like black market.
It's a very Cyberpunk kind of theme, I think.
Yeah. That's kind of something I didn't even think about, was the fact that if that became possible, would it also be done on, like, a level like that, depending on how our society is, right?
I think it depends on how the technology proliferates. Like, you can look into the past to see, like, precedent. It's kind of like whoever has access ends up controlling it, right?
right?
If
But
governments
also,
have access to technology, they regulate it. If companies have access to technology, they regulate it. If the public has access to technology, the public almost regulates itself, kind of thing. Because I'm thinking kind of like those three levels, like government, industry, and personal.
yeah,
Like
and the rich corporations.
Nuclear weapons, way up there. Governments are doing that kind of shit. There's no companies making like nuclear weapons, for example.
What?
There's plenty of companies. There's plenty of companies that make.
How do we know the companies aren't making nuclear weapons?
Well, just to say, like okay, so like you go to like a military expo. There's a bunch of companies making like missile warheads and radar systems and aircraft and things like that, and the government contracts them to do so. But at the same time, they can be more like freelance. Mm-hmm. A company that makes thermostats because they're into that kind of like sensing technology, they can make things that go into landmines and heat-seeking missiles because the technology is kind of similar. But one's for, regulating temperature in your house, one's for figuring out how to blow stuff up. But the technology at its core is kind of very similar, almost scarily similar.
These guys want to help me.
But yeah, so you have like governments making or like regulating that technology because they don't want, even companies don't really want people running around buying nuclear weapons. And then industry is like, hey, we make automobiles or, I don't know, household appliances and that kind of thing, like white goods, like a fridge or a stove. And then because of 3D printing, the public has already...
they're now able to do, like 3D printing, but yeah.
Kind of like any kind of thing that's not super complicated, you could basically build at home. You want furniture? You can fucking 3D print furniture.
So then that makes the idea that we could do genetic engineering very possible.
Yeah, so I feel like at the start it'll be somewhere closer to, like it'll be a company that figures it out.
Probably.
Or like a government plus like an educational institution, like a university, starts to like make it really easy to do. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we have a question.
It might filter down into companies, and then some, like an individual might figure out like we can miniaturize and like this technology be accessible on like a wider scale. Like people can figure out how to build and use this stuff.
Oh, we have a question. That's the same how people who make washing machines make the Warthog planes. It's kind of funny. It's just annoying, Bruce. What? Oh, that's right. Yeah. There's a lot of companies that make multiple, like, mundane appliances, but also make, like, weapons of war.
Yeah. Well, like, I work for an HVAC company, and we buy thermostats to install in your house. And one of the thermostat companies is Honeywell. Honeywell makes, like, radar systems that go in, like, warheads of missiles.
Oh, Jesus. And you're part of that. You're part of the war machine. And you're complicit in the crimes against humanity. I'm sorry, just saying. No?
I think my brother, maybe. My brother, don't tell anyone. My brother was asking me about, I think he saw, like, a TV on the cheap for sale. He was like, what do you know about Westinghouse TVs? And I'm like, that company sounds familiar. And I googled Westinghouse, like, oh yeah, right, they used to make nuclear reactors for the U.S. Navy.
I forgot how to stim. And now they're just like doing this stuff.
They sold that division and they focus on electronics now, I think. But just like
because that's where but did they though? I wonder if they still do the stuff on the down low. We got people say, okay, so Crawley says, well, luckily enriching uranium and more over creating weapon grade uranium is notoriously difficult. Yeah, we've talked about resources that would be needed in past episodes of this podcast where I wasn't playing Space Hammer and not doing what I'm doing. And that was stuff we talked about, right? Like the idea that we would need all these resources, right? As far as we know so far, right? Based on... But...
Resources for what though? Well, I mean, they're right. Like, uranium is kind of hard to mine, obvious to move around because it's really radioactive. No one likes to deal with it.
But what if we are genetically modified to deal with radioactivity?
We would. Part of it would have to be be in space.
Yeah.
I just had a random thought where, say, we get to the point where we've adapted our genetics to basically be immune to radioactivity and nuclear weapons, like we don't care anymore. We could get nuked and not care. You know how silly that would be.
That would be silly. Although some people would care.
Like all the buildings would get fucked up, so it's like there's still that.
Yeah,
but like
who needs buildings? We're gonna live underground.
Just to say, like we have like something like we'd have to be immune to radiation to survive in space because there's lots of radiation.
That makes sense. Wait. No, Kia should make body armor then, says Disculpa.
Yes,
he's just kidding, but he's not wrong.
Surround your body in brick phones that could not be destroyed.
Yeah, there you go. There's no stupid. Oh shit, I just blew myself up. That was stupid.
How did you blow yourself up?
I detonated a bomb right at myself. I kind of...
Put down the melt-a-bomb.
Yeah, basically. How'd you know?
It's not a chew toy.
Garlic said, well, trying to centrifuge uranium isotopes to a subcritical level can go very, very wrong, and no gene can help you if you mess it up. DNA destroyed in an instant, says Kralik. Look, we got a smarty pants in the house. We got another smarty pants, but that's what I'm looking for.
We're barely, like, right now we're figuring out how to make glow-in-the-dark pets.
Yes. But so we also have made twins. I don't think that's the pinnacle
of genetic engineering, but that's what I mean. So, like,
what about that twins thing? Genetically modified twins.
That was a movie with Danny DeVito in it.
No. Like, okay, I'm gonna die, but there was a real experiment done, and it's terrible because it was on humans, but oh shit, I'm gonna die.
I'd rather we test on humans than animals. Not gonna lie.
In 2018, a Chinese scientist claimed to have edited twin girls' DNA to make them resistant to HIV. It was controversial and illegal in most countries, but proved humans can already be engineered.
That's a really fucked up thing to do to people.
And there's other things, yeah, us twins always get fucked up with, but like they especially did during the war. Remember, like where they were experimenting on twins in the camps, right? But the thing is apparently there are side effects. Like, there's some things regarding their mental, like there's some stuff going on there that they've figured out. Like other things have happened. I don't know. I can't look at it right now. I'm trying to kill an alien. But like this stuff is real, like stuff is happening, and that's one where there was actually talked about. Probably somebody like leaked it or whatever, the info, because they're concerned about the ethics of it. But think of the stuff being done that we don't know about.
I mean, we know about a lot of stuff and don't do anything about it.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Like
I don't know where I'm going.
Can we stop like testing cosmetics on rabbits and things? No.
Oh no.
Nope. Maybelline doesn't give a shit. Hey, can we stop making like cluster bombs and landmines? Nope, fuck you. There's good business in that.
Right.
Humanity fucking sucks. So the ethics is like, I don't really consider the ethics because we already do terrible things. And
that's true. We do. Some of us care, but we don't care. And the fact is if all this horrible stuff hadn't happened, we wouldn't have some of the advancements we have. That does not make the horrible things right. I'm just saying, like, it's been a fact that much of our advancements.
As far as like talking about it for the sake of conversation. I'm not going to stop the conversation because. Yeah. But what about the ethics?
Yeah, but what about the children that were in genetic? Yeah.
Maybe we use CRISPR to eliminate the part of our DNA that gives us ethics.
Oh God, but they probably would. Like, okay.
I don't think being ethical is genetic.
Well, think about. Oh, there's a guardian relic. I'm taking it because I'm probably going to die.
It's a social thing.
Okay, so think about it with the example. Okay, I'm not a scientist at Kralik. I did study medical genetics, but I'm a practical creature. But I did a lot of radiation science at work. Oh my God, Kralik, you need to meet Brad. Meet Kralik. Hi. Oh my gosh, we could have a nerd out right now. I'm just saying. Disculpa said there are ethical problems like are genetic enhanced humans still human? Are they protected by Geneva? Nobody's protected by Geneva anymore. Have you looked at the world right now? At what point does a human stop being human from so much editing, says Disculpa? These are questions
I like that as a concept. Yep.
Yeah, I do too. Have you watched Alien Earth? Disculpa?
No.
Right. Well, right now, you know, the idea is that they've made these. They took the human consciousness, or so-called of dying kids. You know, kids had like illnesses, and put them into like synthetic bodies. Okay. Are they still human? No. But are they human if they have the consciousness of the person that they were? You know, these
are synthetic bodies? I'd say no.
Yeah, no, but they have the memories and the minds and the thoughts, and
That's
they
cool.
think
Doesn't
that
make you
they
a
think they're
human.
human. Exactly. But what makes people human? Their consciousness as well, right?
As well as what though? You just said
I don't
as well.
know. I don't know. We don't know, right? Like, obviously our bodies, obviously our frailty. But what if we're changing human frailty? Are ultramarines humans?
No, they're space marines.
Exactly. Genetically engineered space marines from gene seeds. Is that the future?
What I mean. I don't think space marines are. I don't think they're engineered humans. They're like a new species that was built to be engines of war.
Do you think that's what we'll do?
Oh fuck yeah!
Only movie I remember seeing, says Disculpa, was District something. Yeah, a human turning into an alien after being infected. Oh, I don't know what that one was, but I was thinking about the movie where they had like an alien species.
District 9.
Yeah, was that the one with the aliens that were treated poorly? And
yeah,
then at the end, the guy and then it was a thing about racism, but also we treated the aliens poorly, and then the guy who hated the most ended up becoming partly the alien, didn't he? In the end, and he also wanted to work with them. Yeah, I thought District 9 was, they were called District 9. Yeah, that was a good movie. Yeah, that was a good movie. I remember that one. There's so many good sci-fi films about this. Like Gattaca, he mentioned at the beginning, was an interesting one about what people might do who are left out of traveling to space because of their, I think the guy was in a wheelchair, right? And he traded. How did he get to go up there? He had his. No, he didn't get to go up there. He was resentful he didn't get to go up there. What was it? But I get it. Ethan Hawke was not as superior as the guy who was in the wheelchair, or as knowledgeable. And the other guy couldn't go up because he was in a wheelchair, right? Or limited. But Ethan Hawke got to take the place. Oh, God. Kralik said, when I was in uni, we made a brain by mistake. What? Brain cells in a petri dish? Added growth factors, forgot about it, came back later, and there was a little brain grown. Did it think? Did it feel? I still think about it sometimes. Kralik, that is fucking freaky. Wow. Well, now you gotta live with that. That'll haunt you the rest of your days.
I wrote about it in my new book. I accidentally made a brain.
Well, that's the other thing. Because, we've been doing this for a while where we've been putting body parts in animals to grow body parts, how we're growing, to try and help with, what are those called when you give somebody a body part when they've, what are those called? Oh, God, transplants. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, transplants. 500 Tyranid warriors eliminated. Transplants. Now, they're doing these by growing them in animals and stuff. Okay, so when you're growing body parts, it was a mess up, not intentional. Kralik, nobody blames you. You don't have to worry about that. That brain isn't thinking about you right now.
Nothing you'll say will stop the nightmares, Siri.
The nightmares. I can't. Kralik wakes up in the middle of the night going, "Oh my God, it's that brain. We made a brain." But does that make a Does that make a conscious being?
It's judging you.
I can think it's judging you. It was judging you when you guys. What'd you guys do to it? Destroy it? It was not human. But do you ever think about that? And the differentiation between human and consciousness. We know consciousness is in other beings, so we should already feel guilt for what we've done. Honestly. Instant incineration, said Frolic. God, that sounds exciting. See, what would have happened if I hadn't gone to Twitch by accident?
Rapid? That's like instant potatoes still take a bit. not
Like,
instantaneous.
did you test on it first, or did you guys, once you realized it, immediately destroy it? Did you get in trouble? Like, was there like a teacher that said bad students, or like did you
No,
get
that's how you get a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, isn't that how you get? Like, why did you guys get in trouble? What if somebody took the brain and then it was taken somewhere and like it's not destroyed? How do you know it was destroyed? It was not me. It was a colleague. What if they could have? Yeah, what if they could have gotten a Nobel Prize for that? I'm just saying. Why do we want to give the Hive Beast a moment? We want to murder it. Okay, so Kralik says, seeing if it was... Okay. Oh, Disculpa said, also, is the xenomorph from Alien films a sort of biological, genetic, and engineering abilities? It takes its DNA and the host DNA to create a stronger or smarter xenomorph. Yeah, that's genetic engineering, is it not?
Yeah, so that is... I'm pretty sure that's how, like, the Tyranids are fighting in Space Marine, is basically that kind of concept. Borrowed by Games Workshop. So they borrowed those air quotes because they just kind of ripped off the xenomorph thing. But also, yeah, that kind of extremely rapid, like natural genetic adaptation is kind of like genetic engineering, but it's biological. It's not like using CRISPR.
Yeah,
it's like evolution. It's evolution
sped up,
like on steroids. That's just happening so fast. It doesn't need millions of years to happen. It might take a generation, and then you throw in like advanced growth techniques, and that generation isn't like 25 years, it's like 2 or 3 days.
But he made a good example, like aliens, like a species, like aliens, like the aliens I love that I was talking about. They find hosts of other life forms, and then they're mutating themselves and adapting and genetically altering themselves to, continue to become a species, and or they're being manipulated by corporations to create, bioweapons, right? Yeah.
Yeah, CRISPR as a weapon would be kind of horrible.
Okay, Grolic says, seeing if it was possible to reactivate neuronal growth so one can get nerve endings to grow and maybe repair nerves. Yeah, they're looking at that. If it was human, it's against strict rules of medical research. Oh. And Kralik says, yeah, I'm loving Alien Earth. It's a sequel series done right. Yeah, I agree. I really enjoy it so far, although I have questions about... It's concerning. The next episode is a flashback episode. Sorry to go off topic, guys, but it is really interesting because they literally have these aliens right now that Yutani picked up from a lab. It's about 5 corporations fighting over, who gets to win control over.
Who picked it up?
What?
Who picked it up?
Yutani, because it isn't Wayland Yutani yet.
Not Wayland? Oh.
Not yet, because it's before, when there are 5 corporations, and there's basically one of Yutani had picked up a ship of various creatures, and
Doesn't Wayland Yutani develop the like jump drive though?
I don't know. You'd have to watch the series to know. This is like one of those in between. But yeah,
so how are they doing space travel if they didn't make the company that invents the jump drive?
It's past that. It's already past that. It's a bunch of companies running for power. You'd have to watch the series to understand where they're at with it.
Maybe a wiki. A wiki can usually sum it up.
Wiki will help you. Yeah. But it's interesting so far. It has questionable things about what makes, what can you do? Not only with the creatures themselves, which have sentience, but with the, various things. But anyway, okay. Yeah, I have no expectations and I'm blown away, said Kralik. Same. It's doing pretty good. Prodigy picked up, yeah. Wait, can we get brain cells back? Mine doesn't have to be working overtime anymore, says Disculpa. Oh, could you imagine if... Okay, that probably is research being done because of, what? The terrifying reality of dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff? Wouldn't you think that they are probably working on stuff regarding that? Because it's such a...
Yeah, it's... I feel like it's purely medical right now.
But that would be amazing if they did something to help people.
Hey, we wouldn't need to figure out
to deteriorate
medicine to make you feel better about stuff, or recuperative therapies and things. If we just say your genetics are fixed, you're cured.
And also, you haven't lost all your ability to, Wait, why don't I do that? Why do I keep putting the banner in the wrong place for everybody? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying my best.
That item is sacred.
I know. Does it exist in the tabletop game too? The banner?
Yes. Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Carried around by a chapter ancient.
Oh, see, I don't know this shit.
It's like if your country only had one flag. Like one. Not mass produced, so you can hang it up wherever the fuck you want, like one.
One flag, and this is that one flag?
Do not fucking tarnish that or leave it behind or any kind of shit like that.
I carry it with me. My banner unfurls, etc., okay?
Yep.
Also, it heals people, and that makes me feel good.
Just don't drop it.
Okay, so we have... Wait, okay, I still want to read that over and over again about getting brain cells back, just because that would be nice, because I've lost a lot. I can feel the deterioration of my brain cells every day. Okay, Kralik said the intro was perfect. I did not expect that level of nostalgia. Oh, you're talking about the aliens? Brain cells does not regenerate, says Kralik, but nerves are long arms of the cells. Not yet. See, we get to go a little sci-fi and imagine, though, Kralik. But nerves are long arms of the cells themselves, like an electrical wire. Those can regrow. Yeah, haven't I heard it anyway that we can rewire like new nerve pathways anyway ourselves if we're learning stuff? So if you take that to a science level, is that something else? Kralik says, so if one aligns two nerve stumps exactly perfect, it might regrow perfectly, but sometimes it won't grow. Kralik said, so if we need to activate the growth, we can do it, but we can't stop the growth. The sculpt says, damn, brain cells back to the hamster wheel then. Wait, so what does that mean? Brad, what does that mean?
What?
What he just said, Kralik, I did not know you're that much of a nerd, Kralik. I didn't know. It's great. I love it.
But that reminds me of, that makes me think of like plants or like gardening or that kind of thing where you're like, we know kind of how plants do the thing, but we can kind of aim their behavior to do things that we want. Like you can have vines and then have that fucking thing on the side of your house that like the vines can attach onto, like grow this way, vines. We don't want you going all over the place. So we can kind of, I can't think of the word, but like coerce the natural process to go in the direction that we want.
Just tap it in.
And then eventually technology will advance. We're like, do this, nature.
Oh,
you're doing this now. Technology will make nature its bitch. That's what it does.
Technology will.
You're doing this now.
The technology. I don't want to be nature's with technology's bitch though. But nature hasn't been that great to us either. Let's be real. Nature's been making us its bitch for a while now. We are totally nature's bitch.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. What is better, being nature's bitch or technology's bitch? Why not both? We're about to make a world of both, aren't we?
Yeah. Be a symbiote of technology.
We're going to be the bitch of nature and technology.
Yeah.
These guys have no idea that I'm talking about nerdy stuff. They have no idea. Damn brain cells. Okay, so genetic engineering. Okay, since we got some smart people in the chat, where
smart people in the chat, rise up! Woo!
Oh wait, Kralik said, yeah, take phantom pain after an amputation. It's the cut nerve. My mom is an amputee. It's the cut nerve trying to regrow in it. It's the nerve sheath shell, and it just makes little lumps like a cauliflower and gets stimulated wrong. Wow. It's the cut nerve trying to regrow in its nerve sheath, and it just makes little lumps like a cauliflower and it gets stimulated wrong. Any wrong or overstimulation is often interpreted as pain. Solo Army is a hell diver and plays other games as well, like Doom, and he often gets he doesn't. He gets phantom pain as well. But my mother as well with one leg, even though she also, I would see her get that as well. I did not know that there was an actual reason for it. It's the cut nerve trying to regrow in its nerve sheath in the shell, and it just makes little lumps like a cauliflower and gets stimulated wrong. I thought it was just like, oh, the person, has phantom pain because they miss their arm and the body misses an arm, but it's literally the cut nerve trying to regrow. and it
That's
can't
pretty
grow.
interesting.
That is fucking interesting, Kralik. I never knew that. We're learning here today.
That might be an
So,
instance where CRISPR could help like repair that, so it's
is
not.
there a way to, yeah, is there a way to repair that, to stop that, so that people don't have to suffer through that? Or is it just something that
Maybe not.
happens?
Maybe not at current like technology levels, but
Well, what would they do? If you could hypothesize, how would you fix that?
oh, it absolutely doing stuff like that, like
Just
repair.
go, oh, how would we do that? Kralik, how would you fix that problem aside from grow another arm? Like what is a thing that could, what is a sci-fi or sciencey sci-fi idea you could think of that would help somebody
Okay.
with that situation?
Like I'm imagining, um, like wiring or something as an analogy. Say you have a machine where there's damage, and it's not just physically broken, but like the connecting wires that control it and stuff are damaged. And that would be like your nerves. And you have to, you can't just replace the damaged part because the burnt wiring will still not function properly. So you have to like cut the damaged part off, replace the connection with good parts, and then it will begin to work again.
You think so? We're gonna
So I think
lose this.
the sci-fi analogy to that would be like repair the nerves and another like tissue and cells and things like that, and then have some sort of technology that lets it like regrow or accept an amputation faster, so you could get on it back to normal fast. So the recovery process wouldn't be.
We'll see
So,
then.
because that's part of it. You can have like, hey, we fixed it, but then it's like if recovery is so like agonizing or
Look at that.
time consuming, it's not. It's almost like it's not helpful.
Well, let's
Like, oh, I
let's
can't afford
find.
to be in the hospital for 16 years while I
Yeah,
fix myself.
yeah.
Even if it's a totally natural process, just doing it on its own.
Well, Disculpa, I'm gonna read your comment right after, so I can keep the convo flowing. I'll go back to you. Kralik says, I used to work in neuroscience. Kralik says, well, sometimes one can cut off the tip of it, like trimming the end, but it's 50-50 if it helps, and it might get worse. Well, administering a new growth inhibitor would be a sci-fi solution, like a science fiction-y solution. Or adding an electrical connection to give right sensory input might help as a science fiction idea. We can get sci-fi on this episode, by the way. That's why we went with genetic engineering, so we can be sci-fi about this, guys. Yeah. So let your brains go with science and beyond science.
Sci-fi all over the place.
Kralik says, yes, it's an important topic here. It's not just local. The brain needs to accept the solution in addition. So that's right. The brain has to also accept that as a thing. People that have had limb transplants need to accept that's why there's limb and other thing rejections, right? Those that can't accept the idea the transplant won't be rejected. This is real stuff.
Some of the transplant rejection is more of a. It's less about the brain doing it; it's more about the body not accepting.
Yeah, but sometimes it's the brain too.
Yep.
That is interesting. So moving from that is really interesting, Kralik. Disculpa said, don't know about your opinion about this, but nature only needs to hit us with a fertility plague like the genophage from Mass Effect to end us all for good, although that one was engineered plague. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if we got all stopped procreating and we all ended this right now. Oh, that's my opinion, sorry.
That's true, like that could happen, but the fact that it was an engineered plague, it wasn't nature. Someone
nature finds a way. Sorry. No? Nature will always still freaking procreate.
Nature finds a way to
I'm sorry.
Like spread and then find balance, typically.
Are they mad at me? They're looking at me mad.
I think Space Marines always look angry.
No,
especially
I feel bad.
Angry Marines. They're super pissed.
I let them die, and I can't live with myself after that. Kralik said, I remember a guy had his transplanted arm get rejected and fall off with no proof of graft rejection on a cellular level. Only reason found was that he didn't feel it was his limb. Transplant rejection is very apparent on a biopsy. Oh.
Wow,
I know somebody...
That's like the mind over matter thing, where you don't...
Yeah. then maybe mindset does happen to help because I know I'm not going to relate to my personal details because it's not my story, but one of my friends in real life, her son had a need a heart had a heart thing, and I think a lot of people are aware. People who've had not a lot, but people have had transplants like that, and there's always that rejection and or that stage, right? And some of the advice certainly given during that is their mindset as well, going into
Yeah,
it with the body. Like, can
that's what they
they
were talking about,
accept?
though. The
Yeah,
whole think
like
positive thing isn't just like some mind fuck. It's like you need to think positive, or your body will react to that.
yeah, that's fucked up. So that's why my life is like this. I'm just kidding. Am I though? Well, it's still rare, and there's no quantitative research on this, says Kralik. Yeah, well, I mean, theories are theories until the. What is that what you always say, Brad? Theories are science is something, but it's just a thing. Theories are theories until proven, but you gotta start with somewhere,
Huh?
right? Not
Yeah.
you don't say it, but science people talk about that. Theories in science. I just finished reading Brave New World, and it did
Like
genetic
science's theories that are just
engineering.
yet waiting to be proven, or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
We can do it, guys.
genetic
This is
engineering was
exciting.
excluding scientific theories, says Bruce. Yeah, nowadays apparently we just like don't listen to science, and we just like have the CDC people quit because they're told that they aren't going. Anyway, we're not gonna get political, but it's funny how we're like fuck science and the progress. Anyway. Let's get back to this though. Genetic engineering. There's so many examples of it in sci-fi, but we're also doing it in real life then. Oh, Kralik, look at him. Hammer from job. We did a bunch of spinal nerve implantation. I came in late and only helped with the implantation. It sounds like you got some gory stories you could tell us someday, Kralik. I'm just saying. And Bruce, it's good to see you. Brain cell needs backup. Mine does, Disculpa. You know what it needs? Coffee. Okay,
Not that decaf shit either.
yeah, see? Ah, no, the decaf shit, see? Although, uh, that's literally what my thing said. Oh gosh, I gotta kill people. Hold on. I am dead. I killed a member though. Okay. So many examples in the sci-fi we watch and do as far as future. I will remember that, Sister Sculpa. Oh gosh, that sounds vicious. Screw you guys hating on the decaf.
No, you won't,
The
'cause you drink
Sculpa is
decaf.
special, okay? Right?
You'll fall asleep and forget.
Yeah, you'll fall asleep and forget. Kralik says we would implant a type of wire to power over nerve impulses in the spinal nerve of people with nerve damage and spinal nerve damage to inhibit those phantom pains. Oh. I'm not paying attention. I'm going to dial out. I don't.
Getting into cybernetics too.
Yeah, like you guys were walking the grounds.
Both?
Yeah, weren't you guys kind of walking the grounds of fucking my shit? Oh shit! No, dude, let me. Oh fuck! Am I dead? Did I live? No, I died. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I did, but I still died. I did drop the flag. I died.
I mean, like a pacemaker is kind of like that's already kind of cybernetic in a way. You have machines in your body.
Oh, I know. I know the story, but I know people who like put a pacemaker in a 90-year-old woman, and they probably shouldn't have. Not because ethically, they just didn't want to let her go, and they put a pacemaker in a 90-something-year-old woman just to keep her going. It's like, why would you do that to someone? I mean, we're not quite at that. And she wasn't living a high. She had dementia. She did not have she was not there anymore, really, and I don't know. Some people have a hard time letting go. So where do we cross the line, and how do we decide who we fuck with that stuff? Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I guess
I know what you're saying. That's like a moral thing more than like people do that
all the time.
It doesn't really have to do with any specific topic other than morality.
Well, that's the thing, and we don't want to do too much morality in this topic, but it can't be not part of it. But I guess we don't want to get too moral about This or else we'll lose the sci-fi fun of it. Although a lot of the sci-fi movies that deal and shows that deal with genetic engineered beings deal with morality in a way.
Well, that's part of the conflict. Like you said, it's either like an elitist, the people that have access to that are allowed in, and if you don't, you're not allowed kind of shit. Or, the rich become immune to certain diseases.
Yeah. Do you think they're working on that already? Yeah. Probably. Wouldn't that be ironic if they ended up giving themselves a disease that wipes them all out? It's just us poor people left. It goes terribly wrong, and they end up like giving themselves some.
Like a guerrilla CRISPR movement that attacks the rich elite.
Do you know what movie I just thought of? It was another Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke. Shout out to Ethan Hawke right now. Remember that one? It's about the vampire one. They were vampires. And the rich, the vampires were running out of blood sources. What was it called?
Blade? Oh. Is that Blade?
No.
I think that's the only movie that vampires.
He was a scientist. No, he was a scientist. People, do you guys remember the one I'm talking about? He played a scientist, and they were trying to come up with a synthetic form of blood. They were running out of real sources. They hunted humans. I don't know if anybody remembers.
Blood Angel right now?
No, I'm playing as Blood Angel would be appropriate, right? Okay, I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, I'm amazed we were allowed to implant the nerve simulator in the spine of people, says Kralik. It was a huge epic study over the years. Yeah, this is just like a pacemaker, but for the spinal nerve, putting it very simply. We do DBS still with great results. It's absolutely mental sci-fi stuff that's real today. DBS is deep brain stimulation. Bruce says, even with genetic engineering, I doubt it would ever fight off all diseases. Disculpa says, I mean, there are always volunteers for experiments. Yeah, some aren't volunteers, though. Think of what could be happening right now with people being disappeared. A lot of people you can do experiments on.
Like, oops, we made the Avengers by accident.
Or something, right? I mean, there are always volunteers for experiments. Granted, most of them are at death's door and see it as a final possible solution, says Disculpa. Yep.
Or they're broke.
Or broke. Yep, broke or kidnapped or... Yeah. Bruce says it may even be detrimental, since if they got rid of most of the diseases, they would not be immune to the rest of them. That brings me to War of the Worlds. The reason why we won War of the Worlds against the enemy was because we had earned our immunity to these diseases through living through various plagues.
Yep.
Whereas the alien species had not, so they suffered from our blood. So genetic engineer. This is, I didn't think I was going to be able to talk about this subject, but there are so many movies and books. Like, I literally just read Brave New World. It was based on genetic engineering. We are losing so bad because of me. Genetic engineering was how they decided to create this so-called utopian society. It was not utopian. And,
it was Fruitopia?
No. Oh, remember Fruitopia? You're old if you remember that. That doesn't exist anymore, does it? Fruitopia? That's like Snapple. Does Snapple exist? Okay, we're on a tangent. But like, somebody Google that. I forget what I was saying now. See? Brain. Now I'm thinking about
CRISPR,
Snapple.
help us out.
Yeah, we need help. Okay.
Install more memory modules.
It's just install more memory. I do need memory modules. Okay. Bruce says, listen, we should be like Da Vinci and just get dead bodies, figure everything out that way. Bruce, well, think about it right now. I mean, they're getting bodies right now, so... If you think that isn't going to be happening, you're out of your mind. You can't just disappear people, send them to camps, and not be doing some fucked up shit. I can't fight right now. You guys are so distracting. Who would have thought? Yeah, that's why it's a dangerous zone morally, says Kralik. Desperation is not impartial decision-making. That is... Brad, that's a great statement, is it not?
I mean, that's pretty poignant.
Oh. But desperation is what might get us to outer space and or make us try those terrible things eventually. I mean, clearly some people are desperate to go to
Sometimes
space.
desperation is what gets us to do those things.
Oh,
Otherwise,
yeah.
we're just lazy and stupid and complacent.
Hey, I resemble that comment.
Just
Disculpa
talking
said,
about like, humanity in general.
yeah. Disculpa says, plus with genetic engineering, we will test humans last due to ethics. No, we are testing humans already, though, Disculpa. And I can bet you it's going to happen some more now.
I mean, even the whole industry global warming thing is an ethical like conflict.
Yeah.
How much do we like? Hey, should we have AI that's
120.
like consuming huge amounts of water and power in order to make?
I did not even realize that using our AI chat GPT stuff that they were building farms to run this, and they're using huge resources. Why though? Why is it like that? And will it, as it advances, use less and become smaller? Like, is it like the beginning of computers?
We'll have to figure out a way to have more energy for cheaper.
So why aren't they doing it solar-like?
Paging Cold Fusion. Please show up within the next.
Yeah, somebody let Cold Fusion come out, please. Oh, Disculpa, look at you with the member icon. It looks so good beside your name. Okay. Wait. New member icon, by the way. Okay.
Noob.
Meaning super plagues before anything else. Okay. We will start testing humans last due to ethics, probably starting with single cell life, meaning super plagues before anything else. Okay. Prolix said, one would think that a last resort experiment might be doing good, but it can quickly turn into exploitment. Yeah, and I think that's what will happen again. That's what's happened before. It's happening again. It's probably happening right now. You didn't know that series, says Bruce? About what? I didn't know anything about nothing. What are you talking about? I don't even remember what you're asking me about. I'm sorry. Kralik said, I'll post a book in Discord on this. I got it when I started my residency. Yeah, please do post in the... Oh, yeah, if it's about space or the topic... Oh, shit. Yeah, put it in books, and we'll check it out. There's also a space section. Do no harm. Oh, yeah, Henry March.
Is that the Hippocratic Oath?
I don't know.
That hurts.
What? What's this? The water? What happened? Hydrate. What is this?
The Hippocratic Oath.
Oh.
Is to do no harm.
Oh.
Or something. I think that's the simplification of it.
Oh, okay. And Bruce said that there are AI farms and they require huge amounts of energy, usually having to do with water. Oh, yeah, I only noticed that recently. I was down with GPT, and then I saw... Yeah, I see that they're an issue. Why are they so big? Why do they require that much energy? What is going on with that, and why... Yeah, my man, yes, that's a part of the Hippocratic Oath, says Kralik. Yes. There you go. Kralik is from Twitch, where I was just at before I came here. So like that was good timing for you to come here.
The country or the town?
No, Twitch, the platform.
Okay. So they're on Twitch. I don't know where they're from, though.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Norway.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry. I don't... Yeah.
Get to see Aurora.
But we're not going to go over the whole feeling stuff. We're going to keep on topic with genetic engineering. Will I get my ass handed to me because I'm not paying attention well enough to my game?
You keep dropping that flag. Your own chapter's going to hand your ass to you.
I know.
It sounds like you're dropping the flag.
How do you know? How do you know I keep dropping the flag?
Because you're not too optimistic about carrying it.
I am. I love the flag. I drop it right now, but it's unfortunately not. I'm not dropping it in the right place. I'm supposed to drop it like it's hot. No, I'm supposed to drop it where to heal people. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Yeah. But instead, I'm just like shooting at walls and running around scared. Okay, guys. So genetic engineering. The future of it for space, for people in space. People in space. Surviving in space.
Like the gravity and the radiation thing are two big things.
Gravitation, radiation.
It's almost like the shields you have in No Man's Sky. We'll need to genetically edit ourselves to do that. So hot, cold, radiation, and toxins.
So those are big major things?
Yeah.
Is it possible that we will... Okay, so we have a few issues. We have people that are awful trying to genetically make. They already can choose the sex and certain things about their kids and that, right? Like,
We do that with plants.
there's people
We do that
already
with plants
doing
all the
it.
time.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so we have the ethics of, but forget the ethics. But we already are doing stuff to like modify babies right now, right? And we've done this also to try and stop the pain. Well, we're going backward of people having, children that are, this sucks. Anyway, so we've got that on this level, but we also have experiments in space because we want to be able to survive space, but also have food in space, be able to survive environments in space. We want to be able to travel in space, right? We have that, right?
Yeah.
So we need to be genetically engineered for that. We already probably got things happening for combat, genetic engineering for combat. We've probably been doing that for a while in the military, depending on what part of the military you're in, which military, right? This isn't like some far out idea, the Space Marine shit, right?
Yep.
So then...
I mean, I feel like genetics isn't as common. Like, we're not there yet to do that readily.
That we know of. I missed a whole bunch of people comments. You guys are... Okay. What do you think is more likely to happen anyway, says Disculpa? Genetic engineering like in the movies? Or uploading our souls into bots? Yeah, like what is more likely to happen? Or a combination of both? What do you think, Brett?
I don't think we can guess that either yet.
What would you want? Like the soul, or the idea or consciousness uploaded into artificial life?
If I had to not just like guess, but if I had to like think about it like that, in kind of a sci-fi positive way, I think in the far enough future there would almost be. It would almost be like science replaces religion, and you can either like one camp wants to be like, we can just genetically engineer
and
ourselves
other people
to be
will stay human,
and others would be like, no, you could just use technology to do that and upload yourself, and then you're some invincible robot machine. You don't need to worry about genetics. And then you'll probably have human purists. It's like, no, leave your body the fuck alone. That's how God made it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have different ways of being because people have to like hide out want to stay human. Okay.
We've been killing each other for thousands of years over whose invisible God is right. So you think,
right?
Like, probably going to keep doing that when
stop.
we have technology when we basically act as God ourselves.
Bruce says to Sculpa, do you mean like in the movies as in making entire people out of genetic engineering or something else? And Kralik says, yeah, we have the technology to modify ourselves when we are single-cell organisms, such as an early embryo, but we can't do gene insertions once we left the stage of stem cells. That's how we can design babies. And Bruce says, that's interesting, Kralik. And Kralik says, but if you have a disease of lacking a gene, like cystic fibrosis, I'm about to fall off this... Oh, no, I'm okay. Which is a single faulty enzyme gene, we can't insert it. The idea is to use a virus to infect the cells and make the modification. Holy shit.
That's cool.
That is cool. And Ricardo Andre is new. Hello. He says, genetics in the military? No. Augmenting performance through ingestion of substance? Yes. Well...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But
that's more organic chemistry than genetics.
That's organic chemistry. Okay, then. But do you think it might affect genetics?
Well, I think... the reason it's not genetics yet is because the technology isn't there. If it was, then it would absolutely be... Like,
that's like stems. Like, well, we don't know what's in the stems.
You signed up for changing your genetics, so you're stronger, you don't need to sleep.
Yep.
You're less likely to, like, panic in a crisis, like, all that kind of shit. Some of that's, like, psychological, but...
It's the next... I'm telling you as of right now, not what will come. Oh, yeah, I know, Ricardo. Yeah, I'm aware of what they... I know they give the military quite a bit. Been with somebody who's in the military, the U.S. military, and yeah. Oh, and they love to give you guys certain things. Easy, especially. But here's the thing. Then wouldn't that be the next step, obviously, is... Oh, remember source code, guys? Okay, I'll stop mentioning it, but source code. Okay, Disculpa said... Okay, I'm missing... It's perfect, Ricardo. Yeah, ingestion of substance. What if an ingestion of a substance ultimately leads to them eventually being able to modify your genes with the substance that you ingest?
If it's a substance with like nanites in it,
Yeah. See,
so you take
sci-fi.
basically the idea of CRISPR, adapt it on like a nanotechnological scale, and then you they could
Yeah.
put it in the fucking water if they wanted.
Oh my god.
Drink your nanites, kid. So you'll grow up big and strong, and also be mind controlled by the government.
Things are. Good night, Disculpa. Thank you for being here. I haven't caught up yet.
If you drink coffee, you can stay awake longer.
Yeah, if you drink coffee, you can fuck up your sleep schedule. Kralik says the drone wars have already started. OpenAI 5 is just released and is already smarter. Yeah, Yoda. I keep making my teams lose. I'm sorry. OpenAI is smarter than humans will ever be. We are in a movie right now, says Kralik. Ooh. Where's my romantic love interest then? Disculpa says, well, we need to fix my sleep schedule once again, so good night. Happy brainstorming. May the brain cells survive. Except for the ones you make in a lab. Apparently they aren't allowed to survive. What if what if it cried, like, had sad thoughts? What if it was attached to you, Kralik, and liked you especially? I'm not trying to haunt you. I'm sorry. That's fucked up. Bruce says, good night, Disculpa. Ricardo says, coffee as a substance to enhance performance is something used for a long ass time. Germany used I can't use that word, for example. Yeah, I've talked about that before, that coffee has been used. It was used like tea. Like tea was used to keep the workforce going, coffee as well. And when they realized that coffee, don't ruin our coffee, but it's part of the history, coffee was realized that would enhance performance and that people would work harder, so they gave them more coffee breaks. Yeah. I'm aware. We've been indoctrinated to love our coffee. And then you think of society now where for a while there we got even busier. Coffee became even more popular and mainstream in a way that we became more consumers of it. It's very interesting. The history of coffee is very interesting. Kralik said I was just about to name. Oh gosh, look at you guys nerding out. I can't even say that word. It starts with a P. Panzer chocolate. You know what? We're gonna have to go with coffee. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know. Yeah, what's that?
Sounds German.
Oh yeah.
Panzer Chocolate it would be if it's German.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what they're saying. Yeah, Germany used it. Oh, Ricardo said the problem with genetic augmentation is that human body is infinitely more complex than changing a rat. Make it infinitely more complicated with bodies that have fully matured is even harder. Are you watching Alien Earth as well, Ricardo? Hence the Age of Space Marines, aspirin, and canon. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, how many organs does the Space Marine have? Get jammed into it?
Like extra organs?
Yeah, extra organs.
I think like 18. I can get a codex and check. But I don't remember who just said that comment about the human body's like way more complex.
Ricardo Andre.
Okay, so I feel like as like science advances, that will be something we can figure out.
Okay.
Like eventually, if we pursue that kind of avenue of science.
Air and coffee, Disculpa. Sorry about that, but I didn't. That's cafefe. The joke. That was back when Trump was funny. That's how he spelled cafefe on Twitter. He was never funny, but that was the only thing. So that is a typo on purpose. That cafefe, it was a Trump thing. His first. Just so you know, it's me trying to make lighthearted about the end of the world. Okay. Chocolate, but with the German accent, says Ricardo. Okay, gotcha. And good night, Disculpa. And I loved your clip thing. If you guys didn't see his clip video of all my embarrassing moments so far, not all of them, some of them, you're missing out. Oh God, this guy's gonna jump right on me and kill me. I'm dead, aren't I? No. Okay, so, okay. Ricardo says chocolate, but with the German accent. Ricardo says 19 firstborn, 21 primaries. What? Okay, he's talking about this game. But what about that? Oh, you're saying there's 19 organs in a firstborn and 21 organs in a primaris? Is that what you're saying? I'm talking about the body organs. Is that what you're saying? Is this confirmed? Space Marine confirmed? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, got it. Brad?
I gotta get my book.
Oh, he's gotta get his book. Okay. In German, a tank is called Panzer. Okay, Kralik. It's Panzer chocolate. It was a
That's what I said, it was tank chocolate.
methamphetamine-laced chocolate bar given to tank crews during the Blitz Storm Battle of Europe, 1939 to 40. We're the History Channel now. Where's
We've taken over the actual History Channel that only wants to talk about storage wars and that kind of shit.
Yeah, so where's Bruce for that? Jeez, he'd love that. Kralik said, okay, in a German take it's a Panzer. Got it. Ricardo said, definitely, but I feel it's quite a long way. Okay, Disculpa said, wait, Cafefe is a thing? Yes, Disculpa.
Oh, it absolutely is a long way.
Cafefe was a thing that he tweeted. There's a wiki page for it. I remember when it happened. It was like, ha ha ha. Oh, you want your Cafefe, but now he's not funny, okay? So, I put it there, yeah. Yeah, it's not funny. But yeah, it's not a typo, Disculpa. Yeah, you learn a thing every day. Yeah, Disculpa. You didn't know about Cafefe? Yeah, it was in the golden years of oh, little funny man. And now look where we are. Anyway, or Petrovin. Which Petrovin? Similar to amphetamine. Kralik, we're learning about drugs, we're learning about German chocolate, we're learning about how Disculpa doesn't know about Cafefe. I mean, we're learning a lot here tonight. And we're learning that I can't play this game while also streaming a podcast about genetic mutation, even though I am a genetically modified being from a gene seed in this game, am I not?
Yeah.
Well then, you are not yapping too much, Kralik. No, please tell me you're having too much fun nerding out. No, that's what we do over here. Everybody can nerd out as much as they want on this podcast. It makes Brad happy.
Nerding out.
Yeah, this is like the one night where we're allowed to truly nerd out. Although we have nerded out a lot, but this is where we nerd out with Brad. You know what I'm saying? Like usually we're nerding out. But this is where we nerd out extra because we got Brad here to nerd out with. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like an extra level of nerding out.
The world needs more nerding out.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Ricardo says, don't worry, neither can the Death Guard. Too rotted to actually move. Yeah, I had to learn the difference between the Death Guard and the... Look, okay. So... back to genetic engineering. Is Brad the other channel you linked before ending the Twitch stream? No, that was a wine cone. The wine cone. Brad doesn't have a channel right now. He used to, but he doesn't have one right now. Yeah, well maybe I'm telling you one day maybe Brad will make a channel. He's got that voice for it. He's got that voice, and he could really make a difference. And, you know, but, well, we'll see. Maybe when I get bigger as a YouTuber, we'll get like a podcast deal, and then they'll be like, no, we don't really want you, series. We want Brad. You dropped a follow anyway, Kralik, on the Winecone. Oh, cool. Yeah, he's a different guy. Yeah, Winecone's cool. He's funny. Thank you, Kralik, though, for supporting, and I appreciate that. And I'm glad if anybody subscribes to me, too. Thank you for subscribing. By the way, trying to get to 1K. Brad, do you feel bad you don't have your channel now? You could have had another subscriber. I'm telling you, people like your voice. What are you looking up in your book, Brad? How many body organs?
I checked 2 codexes and it doesn't have it in there, so it must be the rulebook or somewhere.
That's fucked up. Why doesn't it have it in there?
Do you know the like the Da Vinci drawing where the man in the circle?
Yes.
It's basically that picture, but it's like this is a space marine and this is all the a list of all the bits we put in. I'm just gonna look it up. I
just became a member of Hold My Coffee. Welcome to the members. Thank you, Kralik. Supportive over on Twitch. And do you also have a YouTube, Frolic? Just wondering. We got emojis over here and a membership stream if I ever go outside. Ricardo said, and he is double Johnny, he says, as I said, firstborn got 19 and Primaris got 21. There you go.
We know you said that. I'm looking up which ones they are.
Oh, well, there you go. He just wants to learn some more. He believes you. He believes you. Thank you, Kralik, for becoming a member. I appreciate you, Kralik, for that. I appreciate you anyway for nerding out.
Where's this picture from?
He wants the picture. Are you going to share the picture in the Discord? Can you, like, snap a picture for me? Oh, that sounds wrong. Yeah, we're at Disculpa. You're gone. It's too late, Disculpa. You missed out on that. Missed out on that one. Can't clip that one, Disculpa. Wiki. Oh, gosh, yeah. Hey, don't get Brad started on Wikipedia. He opens that page every day. Like, I think that's his, like, default browser page still. Is it still? Is this still your default browser page?
Yeah, when I open Chrome, Wikipedia shows up.
Aww. I love it that you guys nerd out. This is my favorite part. Well, it's nothing on there, but I hope to make some photography content in the future if I can figure out video stuff. Oh, there you go. Why am I shooting at nothing, guys? I'm just so, like, trying to follow the chat.
Stop shooting at people.
I was not shooting at anybody. We keep defeating. I have to stop doing this to the people.
Okay, you want to quickly go through the extra Space Marine organs?
Yeah, but Ivan IT says, how much do you like the Death Guard or the Plague Marine? I don't really know them either one. I don't really... I'm not... The Plague Marines which faction was that again? They were the
Chaos.
Chaos.
They're Chaos.
Yeah, but what were they called?
They were called the Death Guard, and their whole legion.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Not
that was the last
legion,
episode.
It was Arrow, but
yeah, that was the last episode.
They kind of pledged to Nurgle, who's the god of decay and death.
There you go. I didn't really care for them.
I mean, visually they're very distinct because they got lots of like grossness going on. That's like kind of their visual. In one word, gross is their kind of like visual aesthetic. Lots of rusty armor and like boils and pus and like that kind of
gross
stuff. Yeah, gross. But
ew.
It's a visual thing.
Ew. I'm sorry, I'm not playing very well today. It's hard to podcast at the same time. Just saying, you don't just like one does not just walk into Mordor. No, but I mean, wrong thing. Ooh, genetically modified even in there. If you think about it.
What?
Orcs. They're not in Lord of the Rings, but they are here. Everything's genetically modified in Space Marine too. When you think about it, right? Everything is. Everything is, right? Everyone
not necessarily.
Oh, not the humans.
The average human isn't.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Like, I don't think Eldar are, for example.
I don't know enough about this still.
They have really high tech.
I think I'm supposed to level up now. Something. Not everyone. The Cadian 8th isn't and any other regular mortar. I like the Cadians. I like their spunk. They're like human and they're just like rawr, you know? I like them in the campaign mode, just so you know. If anybody wants to join the campaign mode, by the way. So where were we going with genetic engineering? We don't need to lose steam. Just hydrate first. Hydrate.
Well, did you want? I don't know if you wanted me to cover this or not. The Space
Yes, Marines. I do. Oh, yeah, please do. Space Marine. Before we go back to genetic engineering. Oh, wait, this topic in sci-fi discussion is very interesting. I've implanted stuff, said Kralik, in people. Oh, my God. Sort of like making cyborgs. It's the coolest, but I unfortunately don't do that kind of work anymore. That's probably for the best, though. Genetic engineering would be less invasive and less crude. You think so?
Yeah.
So why were you implanting stuff in people?
That's almost like...
Was that in studies? I'm like, Kralik, wow. How did you have to take like a morally? Did you have to? Did you ever find yourself going, should I be doing this? Did you ever find that? And do you think, oh, before Brad does the reading for the Space Marine thing, do you think, or is this too much of a tangent? Do you think cyborgs are going to be a thing? Like it was mentioned about the cyberpunk. I think that seems totally plausible once we reach that line of genetic engineering becoming not just something they do to us, but something we get done on black market for ourselves to either survive conditions like
I think it's going to be something
change.
we want.
Yeah, to survive.
Just,
makes sense.
It's like how we want a subscription to Netflix or air conditioning. It's things we like to do, or makes our lives comfortable, or gives us like enjoyment or satisfaction.
Not sponsored. Yeah.
Just to say, there's going to be things that we want to. I'm trying to make it relatable.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to. Eldari.
We don't do everything out of necessity, especially once
That's true. That's true. Ricardo said, Eldari were uplifted by the old ones while orcs were built up. War in heaven was mad crazy. There you go. We have a Warhammer fan in the chat. We also have a sci-fi. A science said, I really enjoy this. Kralik said, I never had my own PhD study, so I never did that. I only assisted on the procedures on the current projects that was already approved by the ethical board. Got it. Hey, imagine that. You guys have an ethical board. I wonder what that's. Okay, so are
it's
you ready?
It's a literal piece of wood.
It's a board. And it's ethical. But the 8 hours a week in extreme competition was taking a toll. I woke up and smelled the roses and took a step back to something calmer. That sounds good and healthy, Kralik. Ricardo says their genetics are both super stable to their own areas of focus. Eldari, as a psychic combat race, effectively impervious, to the dangers of the warp, and the orcs as a perfect soldier race. Got it. Brad, are you ready? I'm going to lock in while you read to them. I'm going to lock in. I'm not going to embarrass myself this time.
What?
I'm locking in.
Like the flag? What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to drop it when I'm supposed to drop it. I'm not going to just willy-nilly it. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Brad's about to read to us. Yeah.
So this is the list, and it's like in order of when they're transplanted, I think.
Ooh, okay. For Space Marines. And this is to modify them to build them up better, right?
This is called Creation of a Space Marine on Lexicanum, the real wiki, not the 40k wiki, which is half fan fiction.
I hear you, crawl it.
What is it here? Because several of them only work properly or all in the presence of other implants, the removal, mutation, or failure of one.
You have to read louder than that. I can't hear you. No. Read louder and slower. Slower and louder, please.
So let's talk about how they have to, like, it's not just one thing that they're symbiotic. They have to work together. So if one organ fails, other of them will fail. A gene seed organ retains the name even when it is spread across multiple implants, such as progenoids or Betch's gland, which is a cybernetic implant rather than organ.
Wait. You gotta slow. You gotta read. No, you're reading to us. No.
Okay, so phase 1, the secondary heart. This simplest and most self-sufficient of implants allows the Space Marine to survive his other heart being damaged or destroyed, and to survive in low oxygen environments. Not just a backup, the secondary heart can boost the blood flow around the Marine's body.
They took that from Doctor Who, I tell you. More than one heart.
This Warhammer is just a collection of stolen ideas. Just say.
But just say. Yeah.
If you read a fiction universe, you'll probably re-encounter it in Warhammer.
Okay, got it. Oh, God.
Next organ is the osmodula.
What's that?
It is a small, complex tubular organ that secretes hormones that both affect the ossification of the skeleton and encourages the forming of bone growths to absorb ceramic-based chemicals that are laced into the Marine's diet.
Ew.
This drastically alters the way the Space Marine's bones grow and develop.
Okay.
2 years after this implant is first put in the subject, Long bones will have increased in size and strength along most of the other bones, and the rib cage will have been fused into a solid, bulletproof mass of interlocking plates.
Oh God, we're losing by so much.
It is not clear how a space marine's non-implanted lungs operate without a rib cage that can expand and contract. So basically, makes you like.
They don't have a rib cage.
It fuses. It's not like a cage. It's like you have a rib wall. It's a solid thing that's not like the traditional rib cage look.
Oh God!
And it grows your bones, and so it makes you physically larger and makes you super strong skeleton. That's what that does.
Oh my God! Okay.
But how it describes that is pretty interesting.
Okay.
Ossification, I think that's like some Latin shit for having to do with bones and stuff.
Got it.
But the whole forming bone grows and absorbs ceramic-based chemicals in their diet. I think that's kind of cool. Next organ. What?
That makes sense. Well, just seeing like genetically, they did think about this stuff. Like sci-fi wise, they did think about possibilities.
Yep.
God, we are losing by so much that people have given up.
The biscopia is a small circular organ that is inserted into the chest cavity and releases hormones that vastly increase muscle growth throughout the marine's body. It also serves to form the hormonal basis for many of the later implants. So between that and the os modula, you're basically like you're growing a super soldier. Increase muscle mass, bones and stuff like that.
So they don't start out that way, it's to grow them. And if they at any time fail during this, they're just dead and thrown away.
Phases 1 to 3 can be introduced at the same time, ideally between the ages of 10 and 12.
Oh, that's horrible. Okay, go on.
Come on, kid, you're going to be a space marine now.
How? Talk about growing pains.
Yeah, no shit.
We're coming back to this, guys. Don't worry, we'll be back. This gives me ideas, though.
In addition to the above, the new line of Primera Space Marines are given 3 additional implants that allow for their superior size and strength. So back in my day, there was no Primera, so this is new to me.
Okay. Back in my day, we didn't have no Primeras. That's what
Firstborn are the best Space Marines, just saying.
Why are Firstborn better than the Space Marines?
We were here first.
Oh, just because they were here first? That's terrible. That sounds like some...
It's like plot armor.
Plot armor? Okay, gotcha.
Primaris is like plot armor. So Phase 3 Alpha, it says, also known as the Steel Within, Iron Within. The Space Marines' sinews, aka tendons and ligaments, are reinforced with durametallic coil cables that contract with incredible force, dramatically magnifying the subject's strength beyond that of even a regular Space Marine. So super strength, giving you like crazy tendons and stuff.
They beat we have 1 point. We have 1 point and they have 166.
Jesus, just kill them already.
No, we have
mercy
1
kill.
point.
No, that's what I mean. They should just mercy kill you and end it.
No, there's 10 minutes. They're going to beat us by so much.
You might as well just give up and like focus on the podcast then. Well,
no. This actually, I mean, now nobody will want to play Space Marine with me. I'm just saying, I am focused. I'm listening. And also, I'm going to interrupt you for 1 minute so we can say, okay, we're going to go back to it. Okay. And don't lose your spot, Brad. Your genetic, okay. Ricardo said, also to note, they don't have any genetic drift or mutation for 60 million years of existence. Eldar specifically, you can't exactly find orc fossils. And Kralik said, thank you, Kralik, for this comment. But what I love here is that this topic tickles my brain, makes me miss it, so I'm nerding out. It's not a look at me thing, although I realize it might come across as that. No, it doesn't come across as that. We appreciate, especially, we appreciate when people have shared, even like we've had past podcasts episodes that were just like space related, obviously, like science, like solar system, planets, blah blah blah, and people would come in who are really big into astronomy, and they would share their own specific nerd out stuff. Like that, we've had people who worked at what the one guy that works at like a telescope, like a big telescope, observatory, come in and like nerd out as well. So it depends on the topic, but when we were really getting into our groove in here, we've had some people really come in and nerd out. So Kralik, we appreciate that. Oh my God, look, we're not going to talk about my points or my gameplay right now. but so no, you're welcome here. And if you're nerding out about the game Warhammer, we also appreciate that anything that you're nerding out. You're welcome to nerd out here. Okay, so thank you, Kralik, for everything you've contributed so far on this. Ricardo says firstborn are the veteran. Primaris fight like toddlers that know the theory but not the practical. Wow, Ricardo and Brad again. Wow, so you guys agree then? Is that what you guys are saying?
Yeah.
Really? In a way.
Yeah, I think so. I'd agree with that.
200 to 10, guys. The Heretics won.
Gross. Yes, I mean, sorry, series.
Yeah, I know. I'm fine with that. Like, I'm kind of more chaos myself. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, please don't. Maybe I should do the campaign. Okay, please continue where you were. And guys, feel free, even when he's reading, if you have a tangent thought about genetic engineering or what we're talking about, you can chime in. I'll just get to your comments.
Drop in the chat. Yeah, we'll pick it up.
Yep.
So I was at
and he said
one
more thing though before you go on. Kralik said, I remember a very interesting research on the topic of injuries like a Space Marine battle injury. Please tell us that, and we'll get to it right after this. And Ricardo says, I am saying that Primaris can't come to replace a firstborn like a veteran gives way to a new recruit. I like both of them. Well, there you go. That's all right too, I guess. But I don't want them to replace a firstborn. Okay, so Kralik, go ahead, and Brad's going to read what organ were we at?
We were done with sinew coils, and we're at the Magnificat.
So all these, do you think these are ideas? Okay, you know how Warhammer has stolen their ideas from like other sci-fi things. Do you think some of this was stuff that was from other books, like other sci-fi people? If you think of them from Arthur C. Clarke, he wasn't so dark, but. You know, like...
The ideas from, like, Arthur C. Clarke or Tolkien movies, or Niven. I mean, some of it's kind of silly, so there might be some Douglas Adams in there.
Douglas, a towel. Don't forget a towel. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
The towel is not a Space Marine organ, just for...
What if it is? I want to know if there's a towel in Space Marine organ. I wonder if they can... Too bad... I'm glad they can't vote to kick me. For being so bad. Just saying. Okay, go. I'm ready. Put me in soldier.
Okay, gotta keep going. This will take a million years to get through.
Exactly.
Magnificat, this small thumbnail-sized lobe inserted in the brain's core, so it's in your brain. The implant secretes hormones that increase the body's growth functions while also intensifying its advanced systems, especially the os modula, the bone-growing one, and the biscopia, the muscle-growing one. In truth, this implant is... but have the true dual valve immortals the Godmaker, which the Emperor made for Primaris. Belisarius Cawl was able to build the dextrophic lobe, but discovered that the information in the Centarius was highly... What? I don't even know what the fuck that's about.
Well, just for a moment then. When you don't... okay.
Was able to build the right half... Belisarius Cawl was the guy that made Primaris Marines. So he was able to build the right half, but discovered the information on the left half had been wholly eradicated by an unknown force. So that's like a plot device. I don't think it's about...
Oh, okay. I gotcha. I got a lot of chat to catch up with.
So this one is about, like, even more making Space Marines giant...
To make him bigger.
Like, God people, yep.
Hold that.
Next one is...
Oh, no, hold. I have to, or else I'll get way behind in the chat. I'll have to interrupt you. Hold that spot.
3 of 20.
I know. It's going to take us a bit. I know, but if I fall too far behind. So, okay. So it's how all armies are made, says Ricardo. Each soldier is eventually replaced by a new war recruit. We know that, yes. Kralik says, we know today that retinoic acid is an important substance in limb regrowth in reptiles, like a salamander tail shedding in defense. We don't know how it works completely. Maybe it modifies gene expression for regrowth, kind of like gene modification naturally. That's an interesting thing, too, is if we will naturally have our genes modified. Not only humans have, well, we are running on old systems right now, but in different places, depending on where you were born, there's been, natural modifications due to environment. I'm wondering how climate change will affect us in the future, modified wise, right? How we'll adapt to, let's say a Mad Max kind of scenario, or that's how we've also attributed to space. We already were not only thinking about how we'd modify ourselves to survive in space, but how space would modify us depending on the environment we're in, right, Brad? I think we discussed that. We touched upon it, and that's something that is very interesting is to see what would happen naturally as well.
But that's
Ricard,
evolution.
yeah, not just evolution, but what about the effects of an environment directly on you? You know what I'm saying? Not just like not just
Well, it was
generationally, but what if there's something that affects you immediately? Do you know what I'm saying? Like we're talking sci-fi. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the influence, like a plague, it can affect people, right? Do you know
I
what I'm
was going to
saying?
say, if it affects you, you will either deal with it and evolve to deal with
Die.
it, or it will fucking
And
kill
then
you. Yeah.
immunity, yeah. So Ricardo then goes, Warhammer stole from sci-fi? 40K's origin is fantasy in space, and they stole so much from Tolkien. I love Tolkien, by the way. And Chalk, I don't know the words, and others. 40K is fantasy draped in sci-fi cover. Let's be honest here. Oh yeah, I'm not denying the fantasy, but clearly there's sci-fi. Sci-fi fantasy actually quite overlap. As somebody who read a lot of books when I was a kid, and I do still have my old hardcover books of sci-fi and fantasy books. They used to be released by the original book club. Why? They are not loading me in shit. This thing's gonna crash. Not the stream, but they're not loading shit. I can say that they do overlap from time to time. I know there are strictly sci-fi kind of novels, but fantasy is always part of future projection. But yeah, I realize Warhammer is heavy in the um, grim fantasy, but sci-fi is definitely so much part of it. 40K is fantasy draped in sci-fi cover. Yeah. Kralik says, but ethics aside, there have been research where we make a hole in ears of mice where it usually turns permanent. But injection of retinoic acid around the injury, the hole grows back to a complete. So we are getting to mammals regrowing defects by injection of a substance. One day we might inject a stump with retinoic acid or activate the gene by modification, and we can regrow limbs and organs. Yeah, this is the GMO danger zone. I don't know if it has a proper term, Kralik says, but it take a natural banana through evolution. It's adapted to different environments. We can survive, but it's smaller. Kralik, remember the banana is a really good example of the banana already was modified from the original banana. If we'd had the original bananas, we wouldn't have eaten the bananas. I mean, the banana history is quite interesting. Ricardo said it's a Primarch organ that Belisarius managed to rebuild half of it. That's tying back into what you were saying, Brad. I'm trying to see why I got to catch up with the chat. Ricardo's talking about it's a Primarch organ that Belisarius managed to rebuild half of it. That ties into what Brad's talking about right now. I'm sorry, Brad. I am talking about Warhammer Fantasy and Space specifically, but yes, Ricardo. Gotcha. And Kralik, oh my gosh, here come a human modified genetically so it's larger, yield more food, but it's not environmentally robust. Change in temperature, whole crops die. Yeah, just using a random metaphor here as I don't have a perfect example. No, I got you. What's happened to banana is a fungus that killed off the OG banana. Yeah, and now we have these bananas. There's a fungus apparently or something affecting coffee. Don't mean to scare you, Brad, but coffee's on its way out. How do I get out of this screen? I'm stuck here forever.
You can make synthetic coffee.
Synthetic coffee, don't even give me that'll make me think of decaf. You think we'll have synthetic coffee?
It's
Like this
synthetic
isn't
everything
loading.
else.
What will happen if this stays on loading? I can't leave it. I'm not leaving the stream. This might be what we look at. Nice music. We can see my change in environment, but banana can take it, but it may facilitate better environment for a fungus. Got it. We're going back to what Brad was reading. While I stare at my 10 to 200 score because it's not letting me out of this
It's going to
screen.
burn it into your mind. It won't let you escape from it.
Yeah, fuck that. So I'm gonna go make a coffee. Chat, don't get too excited while I'm gone because I'm making a coffee. We're gonna listen to Brad read some more because we could GMO ourselves once we start changing ourselves. And advertently become less robust in space, says Kralik. We're perfect for space, but can never live on a planet. That's interesting, Kralik.
Oh yeah, that could totally happen.
Ooh.
Just evolve into different like clades of society. We're like, oh, you're spacers and you're earthers or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And we got Numbers mentioning that he goes, you play No Man's Sky? He's in the Discord and he's going to do the expedition next week. Brad, are you doing the new update No Man's Sky expedition?
I made it downloaded, all like 25 gigabytes of it. I was like, what the fuck is this thing?
Because you can build a Corvette now. Your ship you can build.
That's kind of cool.
I was about to say threesome, but I didn't want to. I was about to go, Brad, I like plays too, threesome. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm making a coffee. Brad's reading while I'm stuck in this page. I don't know what's going to happen with the game. Yeah, I added at you because Numbers spoke up finally. Numbers was in the Twitch earlier. Guys, I'm still here. Please listen to the soothing sounds of Brad Radio.
I think I'm being overhyped.
No, I'm not.
Okay, where were we? The Belisarian thing. Okay. Man, some of these are like made-up Latin words, so I'm not sure how to pronounce them. The hemastamen? Hemastamen. This is implanted into the main circulatory system. This tiny implant not only increases
we did all like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding.
No. No, I'm not.
Okay.
Implant increases the hemoglobin content of the subject's blood, making it more efficient at carrying oxygen, and making the subject's blood a bright red. It also serves to monitor and control the actions of Phase 2 and Phase 3 implants. So that was the bone-growing one and the muscle-growing one.
Oh, God. You know how I don't mean to interrupt, but you know how science fiction has influenced real-world stuff, from a lot of the ideas in Arthur C. Clarke and fantasy things influenced, real-world things, like from a Wi-Fi to everything, right? What if, or it's just in the ether and we just think of these things and they never read the book, but I have to think that eventually we all influenced. What if stuff like this influences people in real science in labs and they're trying some of this shit out? Okay, go on. Please go on.
To that I say good.
Terrifying, but go on.
Okay, where was I? Next one is Laramann's organ, a liver-shaped organ about the size of a golf ball. It is placed in the chest cavity and connected to the circulatory system, generating and controls Laramann cells, in quotes, which are released into the bloodstream if the recipient is wounded. So this is like...
Oh, no, when they become a sarcophagus? Oh.
They attach themselves to leukocytes, white blood cells, in the blood and are carried to the site of the wound, whereupon contact with the air, they form a near-instant patch of scar tissue, sealing any wounds the space marine may suffer, acting like platelets, only better.
Okay.
So it's kind of like you won't bleed to death because this is like a rescue organ. It's like, go patch that shit up. So
I'm making coffee, guys. I'm not peeing, just so you know. Go on, please.
Next is the catalepsian node. Implanted into the back of the brain. This organ influences circadian rhythms of sleep. Oh, yeah, right. I remember reading about this as a...
What does it do?
Influences the circadian rhythms of sleep and the body's response to sleep deprivation. If deprived of sleep...
do space marines sleep? Do space marines dream? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Do space marines dream of electric?
They're not allowed to sleep. They're supposed to kill stuff. The catalepsian node cuts in. The node allows a marine to sleep and remain awake at the same time by switching off the areas of his brain sequentially.
What? So they're asleep while they do this?
They're able to. This process cannot replace sleep entirely, but increases the brain's survivability by allowing perception of the environment while resting.
Are they sleeping? They go into cryo and sleep, though. So
This means that a Space Marine needs no more than 4 hours of sleep a day. Am I a Space Marine? And can potentially
Yes.
go for 2 weeks without any sleep at all. So yeah,
Am I a Space Marine?
I sleep like crap, and I don't get a lot of sleep.
And
But yeah, this is more like, say they're stuck fighting in a war zone, and they're kind of far from a base. They're not able to be rescued or reinforced or resupplied. But they can't just sleep because their enemy will overrun them. So yeah, they just shut off parts of their brain, and this node lets them keep certain parts awake, so they won't be
scary
killed or anything like that. It seems like a very like military kind of organ. You wouldn't care about that in a civilian life.
I'm gonna crackle for a little bit. Sorry guys, just while I'm in the kitchen getting the coffee. So, okay, so I'm sure some of this stuff is thought about in real life. They had to have gotten. Okay, and chat. You don't have to. I'll catch up if there's any chat. If there isn't, I'm sorry for making you guys go quiet. It's just it allows me to make coffee. I'll be back.
I feel like part of this is like when I write science fiction or think about science fiction, I don't like to turn to fantasy because I think that's just like a crutch. Like, yeah, you can just take an existing fantasy idea and futurize it, which a lot of Warhammer is. But I like to think about what do we want to do in the future that we can't do now. Like that's the futurism part of my brain working. So it's kind of like what. So think of things. So think of problems and think of futurist solutions to them.
Money.
That's what I think some of this is.
Money to be a problem.
That's a social problem. We're talking about like this is like physical problems. What physically affects soldiers on the battlefield? You don't want to be wounded. Like being like having to rest. Yeah. So so far everything I've talked about is like make them stronger, make them resilient to damage, make them self-repairing.
I'm still stuck on the same page. It's never letting me free, guys. I'm sorry for this gameplay, but at the same time, I'll be able to pay attention.
You're like a dreadnought trapped in a tomb forever.
I am. Like, why isn't it going to let me go? Well, not getting injured in the first place is the best, says Kralik. I have to catch up with the chat, but I'll be right back. And then we'll go for where you're at. I am never getting out of this page, which is kind of a blessing because I was playing really terribly, but it's kind of mean because, like, if this suddenly crashes, that would suck, and I can't do anything about it. So it probably won't crash, but we don't know if I'll ever get out of here, and there's no way for me to escape it. It just says loading, so it's just stuck on defeat and loading. So I hope you enjoyed the background music to this podcast. Actually, it's kind of lovely. Okay.
You can't leave the game and still cast?
If I leave the game, no, I have to close the game out, and it would stop my stream, and I'm not doing that. So we're
just a well-designed system.
Well, that's what you get when you're. I'm not on OBS. I'm not on OBS because I don't have a PC. We could okay. We are on the edge of doom by genetically creating a mosquito that has a dominant gene for infertility, says Kralik. So if we ever were to escape the lab, if it were ever to escape the lab and it procreates, it will spread and kill off normal mosquitoes and end the entire species. What happens then to all critters depending on mosquitoes? It was done to limit spread of malaria by getting rid of mosquitoes. Kralik, interesting. Well, that Space Marine tech is not from how we actually heal. Leukocytes do travel to wounds, turn into fibrocytes, and make scar tissue and repair the holes in our bodies, says Kralik. The question is the speed, and if the damage is too large or we succumb to blood loss and infection before it's healed. We'll not get it.
So that thing's about like nitroing, so it's like, the speed is less of an issue because this is designed to make it happen almost immediately.
Kralik says, well, not getting injured in the first place is the best. Yes, knock on wood. Too late for some of us. I'm so sorry about the Warhammer stream where this is my first time ever getting stuck. It just wants everybody to know that ever watches me Warhammer stream that I was on a team that got beat by 190 points.
It's like you did so poorly they won't let you play again.
They won't. It's like, you can't do this. We will call it the Wolverine gene. Ooh, that's it. There you go. So many fucking examples. The X-Men, genetic engineering, right? or what happened? Oh, all those films that all have something happen and they made whatever. What the fuck? Yeah, like how many shows and TV and things have done that where they've like humans were
Human stuff. Let's make them
genetically,
better.
yeah, we genetically mutated them. X-Men theory is really really interesting. We'll share some of that, Kralik, while Brad finds whatever. I think he's making coffee now though. You're making
I'm
coffee? It's
no, I'm
oh
trying to read a list.
oh yeah, next level human evolution. Let's go, Kralik. Although I don't know. I'm like, humans don't really deserve it. Let's give the world to cats. I'm just saying. This is great music for a podcast. I'm just letting you know. Like, very
Maybe this is part of the
ominous.
cat's plan.
The cat's plan?
It's
I'm
to
not a
lull us in
nerd
a
on
sense of
X-Men,
security.
acrylic. That's okay, Kralik. Eventually, a nerd will come in for X-Men. Okay, so Brad, continuing with the body parts, that's out of.
Uh,
He is making coffee. I hear sounds of making things. He's doing stuff and things. What are you
it's a
doing?
model. It's a model. It's not a coffee.
Oh, he's working on a model. Okay. Look, people come up for the gameplay. I'm so sorry. I'm stuck. I've never been stuck like this before on Space Marine 2. But they got an
I'm
update coming
trapped.
out. Yeah, I am trapped, and I can't stop it. There's nothing I can do to stop it.
Hellbrute PvP should be fun. I'm looking forward to hearing about that. Okay, next organ. The I feel like I'm butchering some of these names. The Preomnor or the Preomnor. I don't know. This is essentially a pre-stomach that can neutralize otherwise poisonous and indigestible foods.
Mm-hmm.
No actual digestion takes place in the Preomnor. It acts as a decontamination chamber placed before the natural stomach in the body's system. It can be isolated from the rest of the tract in order to contain particularly troublesome intake, so they can eat all kinds of things and their body will be like, whoa, that's poison, I'm not letting that in the rest of your body.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably how will you eat on alien worlds kind of thing.
That's
So
poison.
that's kind of,
The idea that
well,
yeah, that we
potentially
would have to
dangerous.
yeah.
So say they're like trapped and like, man, I need to eat something because my body requires like kind of chemical metabolism, but you don't know what it is or you know it's poisonous, but it's the only thing you can eat. And this thing is, like I said, a natural decontamination device. It's part of your body.
Kralik says, well, my brain is a bit locked in reality. I can't imagine us healing instantly. I imagine it would require an extreme metabolism and being able to change it immediately due to sudden injury. And I think that's part of what Space Marines have, right? Something to do with that, right?
Well, that's what they were talking about. Is
Yeah.
that one of the organs is like vastly speeds that up.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
I think part of that leap of logic is like this takes place 30,000 years in the future. So
Yeah, we're
we
we're
went from not believing that airplanes could even exist to airplane travel is so routine people find it fucking boring in the span of 200 years. So
right.
trying to imagine thousands and thousands of years of technological evolution, even if you throw in some like terrible dark age that lasts for 10,000 years in the middle, there's still lots of room for us to do
Do you
crazy
think they do
unimaginable
that?
things.
Do you think that might happen actually? That sort of thing. I feel like we're. Do you think we're on, okay? This aside, you got to read that list, or else I'm going to be like, do you think we're on the edge of a dark age? And then in that's when in the dark. Oh wait, Kralik said in Terminator Dark Fate with the human augmentation, they have to inject large doses of hormones and other substrates to compensate for that increased power use. Yeah, like there's so many examples. Oh man, and I like
Yeah,
your
well, yeah,
icon beside it. Thank you for
yeah,
becoming a
that's
member,
true.
Kralik.
Um, and it's kind of cool
Oh,
to have someone that's actually done work with like biology and things because biology is not my strong point. I was always more interested in chemistry and like material science.
so the meeting of the
But
minds. Well, I'm just like drinking my coffee and feeling stupid, but I enjoy this. See, if you feel like, oh, these guys are too smart, don't worry, you're not alone. I'm over here just sipping on my coffee. I like nerding out, but I like nerding out though. Let's go. Mm.
the most important part is being receptive
Curious?
to learning.
Oh hell yeah!
There's some people that don't want to learn, and that's what keeps them stupid. You're not stupid.
Aw, Brad said
People who
I'm
don't
not
want to learn are stupid.
stupid. Sorry. I'm like, I'll take it.
Okay. There's more. I feel like the organs are getting more cool because now that they got like, okay, you can heal yourself and you're super
I
strong.
would
Yeah,
pick
that's
up
kind
that.
of mundane superpowerish kind of stuff. So next is the almophagia, called the remembrancer. This organ or implant allows a space marine to learn by eating.
Learn by eating. Oh,
That's
so when
that's
they
that's some
that
cool
they
sci-fi
did,
shit.
yeah, that's been done in other things where they just like eat something and then they
Yeah,
learn
I feel like
everything
that's a
about the thing.
like a,
It's
a,
like a
a
trope.
potential D&D role. Yeah, like oh, you
Yeah,
could
it's some
just your
you
character
eat
has
that
this power.
feces and now you know everything about them or
You
something.
bit that guy in the face. Now you remember where he left his car keys.
Yes,
It
you
is it's
bet.
situated in the spinal cord, but actually a part of the brain. 4 nerve bundles are implanted connecting the spine to the stomach wall, able to
Oh,
read or absorb genetic material consumed by the marine. The amophagia or amophagia transmits the gained information from the marines to the marine's brain as a set of memories or experiences. Like, how the hell does it do that? I don't know. It is the presence of this organ which has led to the various flesh-eating and blood-drinking rituals for which the Astartes are famous, as well as giving the names to chapters such as the Blood Drinkers or the Flesh Terrors, which are
oh,
descendants of Blood Angels. Over time, mutations in this implant have given some
we
chapters
all.
unnatural cravings for blood or flesh.
So that's because of so some of them because of the modifications that made them want certain things.
Yeah,
I can't. I'll read your comments in a moment, Carl. Like I'm excited to.
yeah. I'll
Brad, you
just
just
get
tell me
one.
when I can.
I'll go through one more, and then we'll do some comments.
Okay.
Comment catch up.
Mhm.
Multi-lung
Comment
is
catch up.
phase 9. This additional lung activates when the space marine needs to breathe in low oxygen or poisoned atmospheres. The natural lungs are closed off by a sphincter muscle associated with the multi-lung, and the implanted organ takes over breathing operations. It has highly efficient toxin dispersal systems. This multi-lung even allows space marines to breathe water. So that by itself is some crazy advanced genetic science. We made a
Yeah.
lung that can breathe in poisons and water and still function to keep not just a human, but a human that has a much higher like energy demand for all their crazy other organs and increased muscle mass and all that stuff. So it still lets them function. That's kind of cool.
Was that the comment break part?
Yeah, we'll do comment break.
Okay. First, I need to say Speranza is one of the names. I don't know, but it makes me think of the place that if you're going to play Arc Raiders, I know. I just saying. I think that's where we go back to underground, or it's close to that name, isn't it? I don't. Is it? It reminds me of the name for Arc Raiders. Sorry. Okay. And also, I'm still stuck on the same page. I don't know why. Space Marine 2 never does this to me. It is a cool game. At least it's not kicked me off the stream. I'll press buttons. We'll forever know these scores, and I'm so
The
sorry.
buttons aren't working.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you'd think eventually whoever is holding it up would, if it's me, would give up. But if it's me holding it up, I'm not giving it.
It's like a Rockstar
Carl
playlist when someone
said,
tries to join and it won't
I would
continue.
think that far into the future we would be downloaded into a machine like Alien Earth, or be a sentient blob controlling machines, far away from conflict, either by utter dominance or lack of lust for conflict. Kralik, we talked about this before, Brad did, didn't we? In one of the episodes about we t- you know what? It's hard to know, but in the Let's Discuss podcast series, what did we talk about? The idea of having our mind put into I forget. Are you still
We
there?
might have. Yeah,
I
I
don't
know
get
we
the
talked
music
about that.
anymore. Did
I
the
don't
stream
remember.
end?
I don't know.
Did the stream end? Uh oh. Brad?
What?
Brad?
What?
I don't hear Brad. Brad, did you mute
Hello?
yourself?
No.
I don't hear Brad. I'm a little worried. Am I still streaming in real time?
I,
Oh, maybe.
I can hear you, but I don't know what's going on. Hello.
Do you hear me now? Do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Fuck, it was a
Yes.
microphone. Yeah. I didn't stop the stream, but we're still stuck. Okay. I was gonna be
Okay.
like, if the
I don't
stream
know
is
what the
still
hell
on,
happened.
it's the freaking controller. I don't have another. It's like the sound will stop, but I didn't hear anything. Oh, I'm so glad I'm still here because I was like, oh, I was like, I will have to stop the stream and start again. We will be doing part two if that's okay, but I'd rather not do a part two. I'm still stuck on the same screen though, just so you guys know. Okay, so
That
did you
kind of
hear me
sucks.
read the rest of Kralik stuff?
You're talking
Uh,
about like blobs and all this stuff, and which podcast we discussed that under.
he said, I would like to think
Uploading
that
ourselves.
Kralik said, I would like to think, yeah, that we would do that. As complex as we are still fragile creatures, says Kralik. We are. As a beginning and an end, we would have to evolve beyond carbon based. And I'm so sorry about the stream thing sound. It is the controller thing. It disconnects, and it's the best I got. But now it's a thing I've learned. I didn't know. All I know is that sound stopped. Sorry about this page
All right.
stuck
I'll
thing.
be right back.
You're gonna be
1 second.
back. It's ourselves. So I'm gonna read to you guys. It's 9:01. I might as well. I just gotta make sure. Like, how is this not drop me out? I've never had this happen on Space Marine. Um, here I've got some notes. I'm gonna read from ChatGPT while he's gone. He won't know a thing. So, best science facts about genetic engineering. Oh, don't go yet, Kralik. We've already engineered disease-resistant humans. CRISPR's basically molecular scissors. Radiation-proof genes exist, and we could borrow them. That's the tardigrades. They survive cosmic radiation thanks to a protein that shields DNA. They have inserted this protein into human cells in the lab. They become more resistant to radiation damage. Glow-in-the-dark animals are real. Genes from jellyfish that make them glow have been spliced into mice, rabbits, cats, aww, and even pigs. The glow isn't just for fun. It helps scientists track how genes work inside a living organism. That sounds terrifying. If you guys didn't hear that. Oh, and even yep, you can. Um, Gene editing crops could feed space colonies. That's something we were interested in. We talked about that in space colonization. Plants can be engineered to grow in salty soil with less water or under weaker sunlight. NASA's already done that. Remember the Martian with the potato thing and stuff? Humans could one day photosynthesize. I really like that idea. We mentioned it earlier. They have successfully added genes from algae, how do you say algae, into human kidney cells, making them produce chlorophyll and respond to light. In theory, humans might one day partially feed off sunlight like plants. Gene,
Cool.
yeah, gene drives can change entire species. A gene drive can force a genetic trait to spread through a whole population. This worries me because you could see people like drive out, like obliterate a whole species and or oh, it's powerful enough that in theory we could make all mosquitoes unable to carry malaria within a few generations. That's what you're talking about earlier, Krolix, in a way. I want that guy on Monday Bible. What's Bible stuff? I don't have that emoji, so it's trying to do an emoji I don't got. You want that? The photosynthesis? Could you imagine? I mean, it wouldn't work for me. I don't go outside and get any sunlight. Life extension through telomeres. So this is probably what the rich people want, where genetic tweaks restore telomeres that have reversed aging signs in mice, suggesting gene editing could one day extend human lifespan. Oh, it's a crying emote? Yeah, it's not over here on my YouTube. I'm not fancy like the Twitch. I don't have that emote. I have other emotes and the YouTube emotes. I won't lie, the Twitch emotes are better, but these are the only emotes I have, plus the emotes that YouTube has. They have all emojis galore, but I don't have them. The ones that they're cool on uh,
Just
synthetic
make
DNA.
it a Devassi.
It's a crying emote, yeah. Synthetic DNA is being written from scratch. Researchers are designing organisms with alien, they put that in quotation, DNA, not just the four natural DNA bases, A, T, C, and what is that? G?
Yeah.
But six or more. These organisms could process energy, store data, or survive environments humans can't. And
Cool.
that's fucked up. It just shows up here. I've never tried on YouTube before, so I thought it was visible. No, Kralik, it's cool. Hey, first timer. Hey, it's a smart one on chat. I've complained. I want a dosimeter, but can't get one. What's a dosimeter, Kralik?
It just
Human.
similar measures radioactivity.
Oh, that'd be helpful to have, eh? Human animal hybrids already exist in labs. That is terrifying. But that's because we have successfully grown human cells inside pigs and sheep. I remember that. To explore organ transplants, the ultimate goal, growing replacement human organs inside animals for patients in need. That ethically bothers me. But anyway, gene edited babies could be immune to future pandemics. Some labs are already exploring pan-viral resistance using CRISPR. It's a measurement
No,
device for
no.
radiation for observed. What do you think
Now
about that?
we're getting to that thing that you don't like.
Yeah, I know. Ethics. Uh,
Whole eugenics thing.
eugenics,
So
exactly.
even without the whole like negative kind of
No, yeah, they could do that.
racially
Oh, you
negative
can't get.
consequences of that kind of shit.
Yeah,
like you
and that.
said, like, let's make the next generation of humans immune to disease.
But then it's who's deciding what is bad or not. Like as it's already being
Well,
decided
what I
for
mean,
picking your babies, people deciding what should or shouldn't be. Oh yeah, that's where again we're in a bad.
then
I
it's
could
like,
hear
oh,
you.
I don't want a redheaded girl. I want
Exactly, and that's what bothers me. Exactly, and that's fucked up. We can make this. This is weird. We can make humans
what's fucked up
lactose
about that
tolerant
then?
again. About 65% of adults globally can't digest milk properly on my own, but a simple genetic tweak could turn back on the gene for digesting lactose. It could eliminate common human inconveniences, not just deadly diseases. Genetic engineering could eliminate genetic blindness. In 2020, CRISPR was injected directly into a living human's eye to treat Leber congenital amaurosis, a form of blindness. Early trials show it's possible to permanently repair vision. Didn't they do something where they put a head transplant? It worked for like a few days and the guy died, didn't he? Like we have tried some fucked up stuff already, haven't we?
It's not so
What
much
didn't
genetic engineering though.
I know that's just transplants, but didn't that happen? A human head transplant? Oh God. Anyway, just thinking about it is a little disturbing. But then remember the sheep from the cloned sheep?
Yeah,
I
Dolly.
thought of that because of Alien Earth. They did. Oh God! If you saw the last episode of Alien Earth, you'll know what I'm talking about. Flashbacks. Designer microbes can eat plastic and waste. They have
Good.
engineered bacteria to break down plastic bottles into usable raw material. On a starship or colony, this could be essential for recycling everything. Yeah, that would be cool. We've talked about colonizing space in previous episodes of the Let's Discuss podcast, and it's cool. Genetic kill switches prevent runaway experiments. Kralik, now tell me, are there kill switches already? Some engineered organisms are built with self-destruct genes that activate if they escape a lab. This prevents accidental contamination. Think of it as a built-in off button for synthetic life.
Yeah, but then Blade Runners will be out of a job.
Right? Who would they hunt down? Kralik, are there genetic kill switches already
Maybe we have
when you
genetic kill
were working?
switches.
Or do we need them? Eh, can we use them on capitalism? Yeah, our body does have kill switches, many of them. don't they work against us? If you want to give any examples of kill switches that our body has, please let me know, Kralik, okay? Because I'm curious about that. But genetic kill switches, okay. But they would make some. Some engineered organisms are built with self-destruct genes. So like that brain you did, it's just stuff that you guys incinerated it, but are there... I'm so curious. That's fucking dark though, isn't it? I mean, I was playing Grim Dark game. I've never seen it do this. These names are burned in my brain. If a cell, Kralik says if a cell does not do what it's supposed to do, like it grows out of order or keeps growing and destroying other cells. Oh. There's a kill switch? I don't know. He didn't finish what he was saying. I'll come back to it. CRISPR is being tested on astronauts. NASA has looked into... NASA has... Sorry, I know Brad hates that. There are many mechanisms to kill the cell. Okay. Well, I needed examples. NASA has looked into whether CRISPR could repair DNA damage from cosmic radiation in space. If proven safe, astronauts could literally patch their DNA mid-mission? Really? What would you think of that, Brad? That was
What?
a thing. Patching their own DNA while in space.
I mean, a big thing right now about being in space is like ultraviolet light is kind of bad for us. That's why we like the ozone layer so much. So
Kralik said
yeah,
now
having some kind of repair thing
would help, right? Like patching a suit. Kralik says now sometimes its kill switch don't work, or more often there's an environmental factor affecting the kill switch. So if it don't work and it keeps growing, it's cancer. Oh. Huh. Genetic engineering can make humans breathe thinner air. Tibetans naturally have a gene, I did not know that lets them live at high altitudes with low oxygen. Editing this into space colonists could help survival on Mars or the moon.
yeah.
Brad, so this is stuff that they could work with? When kill switches don't
Yeah, we
work, our
talked about
white...
that earlier.
Yeah, in a different episode, right?
No, like earlier tonight.
When kill switches don't work, our white blood cells are also programmed to kill off those cells. When all those fail, we get cancer. Wow, Kralik. Okay, yeah. And that's why they also check how your white blood cells are. What, like, I've noticed, like, I've had a few surgeries from, like, losing organs, right? And generally, like, if there's a high white blood cell count, isn't that's how they can tell you are not doing well, because those are activated for fighting something. It's not generally how, and they know that you're in pain and stuff like that.
Your body declared martial law. It's like, what the fuck's going
Yeah.
on?
And so they know when there's a high count. And there's a theory that we produce cancer very often, but the kill switches in white blood cells fixes us. Wow, Kralik. That's interesting. Since if we can if we are on immune depressants, there are a much higher incident of cancer suddenly. Because our immune system is generally fighting it so often. Kralik, I'm curious what you think about the effect of fasting on that. Like, you know how I'm not trying to encourage fasting. I'm just the body's autophagy phases, how that factors in. I'm just curious. Anyway, genetic memory transfer might one day be possible. I know so many people that want this. Yeah, fasting for good. Yeah, gives you time to prepare. Okay, this memory transfer thing. Experiments in worms. What? Why are they doing it in worms? How do they know? Show RNA can transfer learned behaviors between individuals. This gives me issues because I'm like, so worms are aware of things? Okay, in theory, genetic tweaks could let humans download survival skills into the next generation. I have a question. Haven't we already done this? Humans naturally, haven't we already passed on certain things genetically through our phases, like our from our trauma? Well, from our trauma, generational trauma lives in the body, memories, the way people migrate like birds, people are drawn to places. I just feel like we've already kind of got a memory transfer in us somehow. Do you know what I'm saying? But they're
You
talking
have an
about
example.
people know people no, just people being drawn to places that it turns out that their family were from. Uh, Having the same behaviors as people you weren't even. I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of it right. We might engineer humans for hibernation. I'm down for that. I could hibernate for about 20 years. Some animals have genes that allow them to hibernate, lowering metabolism to near zero. If humans could be edited to do this, it would solve food, oxygen, and boredom problems on long-haul space voyages. We talked about that for colonizing, how we'd have to do generational ships,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Yeah.
genetic engineering can already change intelligence in animals. That's scary. Editing one single gene, I think we're just not aware of how intelligent animals are, personally. Editing one single gene, FOXP2, changed vocalization and learning ability in mice. If a fucking mouse talked to me, and this isn't a Disney film, I would freak the fuck out. This hints at how easily cognition could be altered. Smarter astronauts, anyone? I don't know. What do you think of that? But yeah, thank you for that on that, Frolic. I won't read that because that might trigger Brad, who doesn't like it that I fast a lot. But regenerating leads to fertility, production, injury, disease, and cancer. Yeah, fasting promotes repair rather than regeneration. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We see interesting commonalities with sugar, probably through insulin, which is a growth hormone among its many properties. Eliminating sugar does increase lifespan. Diabetic drugs like metformin, who regulates cells' affinity for sugar given to rodents without diabetes, significantly increases their lifespan in probably the same mechanism as rodents starve. The fasting needs to be done healthy. Kralik said, yes. Yeah, I know, it has to be done healthy. That's the issue for me sometimes. Um, but yeah, some people. Okay, back on topic. Brad's back with the organs. Are we still here while we're watching? Please don't look up these names of these people. They don't need to know. They didn't know they were going to end up being on a screen for an hour. I feel so bad for them. I've never seen Space Marine do this. It must be the excitement of the day. It's probably me holding everybody up. Do you think they're all gone now? Do you think they've all died? Just saying. Like, Brad,
They're
what do I
playing.
do?
They're playing Space Marine 3.
They're
They've moved on.
playing. Yeah, they no longer Space Marine 2. Okay, so where were we? But yeah, genetic engineering.
We did the breathing poison to atmospheres one. Was the
See,
last Space Marine organ.
and that's something that we talked about. Like, if we were colonizing space, and not every atmosphere is going to be welcoming to humans. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're colonizing other planets that are not like Earth, where
Oh, I want to
it's
play No Man's Sky so bad. I'm
where
sorry.
we evolved to exist in these conditions, if the conditions are different, we're either going to need technology to do it like almost instantly, like a spacesuit,
Mm-hmm.
or not live there at all. If it's like a hellhole where it's like we can't survive conceivably, so we build space stations and send robots down there to either mine it or whatever we want to do with the
Wally.
planet,
Yeah.
or advanced genetic manipulation, because we can't wait for fucking evolution to do it.
No,
Takes too long.
we aren't evolving. I mean, aren't we still on hardware from like 10,000 years ago or more, right? Like our bodies are still the same pretty much as we were.
Yeah, we're basically
Like,
primates that figured out how to make automatic weapons and baseball hats.
yeah, we're running baseball hats. Who wears baseball hats anymore? I'm just curious. Wait, Brad,
I
do
mean,
you
if
wear
you
baseball
go
hats?
outside, no.
If I went outside and saw people wearing baseball, that's gonna be weird. If I go outside, I'm
You'd
like,
probably
people.
you'd probably see people with hats and clothes and stuff.
Oh, that'd be crazy. That's crazy talk.
Well, you people
Uh,
wear things.
you get your clothes. People in granny gowns walking around. Okay, no, sorry about this chat. This is my fault. I'm sorry for giving you such amazing Space Hammer gameplay, but I could have been exploding in the sun, I guess, on Elite Dangerous, but well, where were we then? I didn't mean to kill it. Should we just like do a part 2 for genetic engineering next? I mean, this is the earliest I'd ever end it. Either that or you
No.
could continue, Brad. Oh, you want to keep
Let
going?
me finish the list. I want to finish the list.
You want to finish the list? Okay, good. We're back to the
Okay.
list.
Okay, make sure I don't hit anything in space.
Oh yeah, because you can
This
play your
was
game, fancy pants. I'm just saying. Oh man, sorry. Please go on. I'm just, I'm going nuts looking at the screen. I'm sorry.
where was it? Okay, so phase 10 is the oculobe.
Hmm.
Sounds kind of eye related. This implant sits at the base of the brain and provides hormonal and genetic stimuli which enable a marine's eyes to respond to optic therapy. This in turn allows the apothecaries to make adjustments to the growth patterns of the eye and the light receptive retinal cells, the result being that the space marines have far superior vision and can see in low light conditions almost as well as daylight, so they get night vision. This enhanced eyesight allows space marines to clearly see targets at a distance of several kilometers, making out easy details with ease. So their eyes are night vision and telescope zoom in
Really?
photo lenses.
I'm glad it
Naturally.
doesn't make us see that when we're playing, because that would be annoying. Like at least we're not
I think
seeing
that
it
would
in the
just be
video
like
games.
when you're trying to focus on reading something like at a conceivable distance for current humans, it would just work like, oh, I think I see a building on the horizon. You just like squint and be able to like see
Oh,
things
like
like it's 10 feet
activate.
away.
Yeah, activate.
Well, I mean, this is all like a natural mechanism, right? You don't have to activate it. You do it like you flex a muscle or like bend your knee. Like
And,
it's more natural.
and anyone in here who, if any of these Space Marine thing sounds like real life, please let me know if this has happened or has been mentioned in some other sci-fi, because I love the connections of that. So if that happens, just type it in the chat because I'd love to know. Please continue,
So
sir.
we got eyes. Next one's the lineman's ear. Not only does this implant make a space marine immune to dizziness or motion sickness, that'd be kind of cool. It also
Oh
allows
yeah,
space marines to consciously filter out and enhance certain sounds.
enhance
So you can tune out shitty music.
or me.
To such an
Oh,
extent that a marine is able to distinguish a human heartbeat from a kilometer away. I like the over-the-topness of it. The lineman's ear completely replaces a marine's original ears. It is
wow.
externally indistinguishable from a normal human ear.
Why did they
So you
do
have
that?
super ears.
Hmm.
Because these are basically, they're genetic machines built to fight. So all of this is to enhance survivability or perception that's useful in combat.
Here's the thing: what I
The
find
space marines,
interesting.
they're not working at a like reception desk. They're going to take over the galaxy and kill shit. Susan
So a
membrane is the next
cochlear
one.
implant, says Kralik. What's a cochlear implant? Let us know. I mean, people probably
Yeah,
do
drop a
get.
comment.
Yeah.
Initially implanted above the brain, this membrane eventually merges with the recipient's entire brain, the sus-an membrane. Ineffective without follow-up chemical therapy and training, with sufficient training, a space marine can use this implant to enter a state of suspended animation,
Oh,
consciously,
cryo.
or as an automatic reaction to extreme trauma, keeping the marine
Oh, can
alive
I
for
have
years.
that? Oh no,
Even
I
if
don't
he's
want.
suffered otherwise mortal wounds, the only appropriate chemical therapy or autosuggestion can revive a marine from this state. The
Wait,
longest
what?
recorded period spent in suspended animation was undertaken by Brother Silius Heir of the Dark Angels, who was revived after 567 years. Damn.
Wow.
So it's like fallen soldier, everyone around him got killed or they didn't know he was actually not dead, and his body triggered a suspended animation. Probably why it's called the sus-an membrane.
Wait, so he's still
That's kind of
moving
cool.
about?
No, he's in suspended, so he's kind of catatonic, but he can be revived.
Oh, for 500 years he just laid there?
Probably had a bunch of stuff fell on him. Maybe they
Even.
built. Maybe it's like Richard III. They built a car park there. They
What's
didn't
a
know he was there.
cochlear implant, Kralik? What's it? Did Kralik? Did I lose Kralik? Did my stream? Did my stream go?
Fell on him.
No.
The cochlear
Oh,
implants,
yeah.
surgically implanted device for individuals with severe to profound hearing loss who do not benefit from traditional hearing aids,
Oh,
bypassing the damaged inner ear parts to stimulate the auditory nerve directly. Cool.
can I have that? Cause I don't have good
So
hearing.
it's a hearing aid for people whose like typical kind of like put this earbud in your ear won't work.
And those things are
Yes.
dumb. And probably people who don't want to have those in their ear, and they're like, I want to be fancy.
Okay, next one is the melanchromic organ. This implant controls the amount of melanin
Oh,
in a
shit.
marine's skin.
I
Exposure to
never.
high levels of sunlight will result in the marine's skin darkening to compensate. It also protects the marine from other forms of radiation.
Another
So
cyborg
it's
implant we do. I mean,
survivability skin.
what
Next is
survivability
the
skin?
yeah the melanchromic organ. It deals with your melanin. Next is
Oh,
ulotic kidney. Ulotic.
ooh, ooh.
In conjunction with the
Do,
secondary heart.
wait. Do
What?
Space Marines drink beer? I don't like beer, but I'm just curious. Like,
The
is
space
that
wolves
not good?
probably do.
Space Wolves probably
They
do.
drink blood. It says they drink blood, apparently. In
Oh,
conjunction
gross.
with the secondary heart, this implant allows the space marine to filter his blood very quickly, rendering him immune to most poisons. This action comes at a price, however, as this emergency detoxification usually renders the marine unconscious while his blood is circulated at high speed. His
Oh,
everyday
like I'm
function is to
just thinking
monitor the
about really
entire
fast
circulatory
blood.
system.
Like I'm thinking of super fast blood just zooming through their bodies. Gross.
Those other organs to function effectively. Huh. So yeah, it's like a detox super pump to like get all this poison out of your body.
Hmm.
I think that like on the tabletop there used to be rules for certain chapters that had like some like the one that talked about the blood drinking thing
Hmm.
and specifically called it the Blood Angels. It's like you guys are fucking kind of taking this too far. But there's other Space Marine chapters that had like, hey, this certain organ goes crazy, and like they have spiky bone parts coming out of their hands like Wolverines and shit.
Grolic says,
So
I am
those,
100% positive Space Marines will beer.
yeah, they seem like the guys that are. I mean,
They seem like it.
they're on the job, so maybe they can't. But I don't know.
I'm sorry for this exciting Space Marine, gameplay, guys. I can't help it. I don't want to end the podcast. It's kind of perfect. Who would have known that it'd be so relaxing? One does not simply soldier without beer at the end of the day, says Grolic. I'm not a beer drinker, but I could. These
They
guys
aren't.
seem like the type that.
Space Marines aren't humans either, so.
So they don't need it.
The next one, neuroglottis. This enhances the Space Marine's sense of taste. To such a high degree that he can identify many common chemicals by taste alone. What use that would be? A Marine can even track a target like a hound by taste or by sampling the air.
Ooh. Sampling the air. Look at
See,
me
so
just.
it's like bloodhound tracking organ, I guess.
Space Marines do that? Look,
I guess so.
I'm so excited by my gameplay. I'm sorry. I think that this is the worst. I've never had this happen. This has never happened to me before.
Okay,
I'm
let me get through
Lisa.
the list and then we'll call it then.
No, I don't want to call it. I'm enjoying it, but I feel bad for those coming in for the Space Marine. But guys,
Oh,
just
this one's kinda
continue to
cool.
look at my low score and the defeat.
Mucranoid? Mucranoid? How do you say that?
Just read it real slow
What?
for us. Sound it out. Please, Brad.
Mucranoid? Mucranoid? Mucranoid. Mucranoid. Use it in a sentence. This implant allows the Space
Brad
Marines
said
to
the word
sweat,
mucranoid. That was my
to
sentence.
sweat a substance that coats the skin and offers resistance to extreme heat and cold and can even provide some protection for the Marine in a vacuum. So you sweat
Why would they be in a
a
vacuum?
little plasticky shield?
Oh.
Because maybe they fight in a spaceship and it gets a big hole blown in it and they get sucked out into space. It's like, hey, I'm not dead.
I'm totally gonna play No Man's Sky after this.
This can only be activated by outside treatment and is common when Space Marines are expected to be fighting in vacuum. Okay, so it has to be...
The vacuum
I
of
guess
space?
it's
Like when they're going to the warp kind of thing? When they're in the warp?
No.
Does that
No,
kind
the
of count
warp-
when they're in... Oh.
Maybe. I'm just thinking more like they have... Because Space Marine's armor is sealed already, so what are you doing running around with no armor?
They don't, though. The armor's part of them. They never get out of that armor ever again, right? Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, they're not supposed to. I mean, they keep, some of them keep taking their helmet off, but it's like, you're going to get sniped doing that. Don't do that.
Oh, I have my helmet off in my character if I ever play the game again. Okay. Our chat got so quiet. They're just listening to you, Brad. Go on, Brad. Go on with your bad self.
We're almost there. Next one is the Becker's gland. Consists of 2 identical glands implanted either in the lower lip alongside the salivary glands or into the hard palate. This gland works in a...
So they will eat shit? So they'll eat shit and not care, right?
No, we were already talking about the eating poisons and stuff.
Okay.
This gland works in a similar way to the poison gland of venomous reptiles by synthesizing and storing deadly poison, which the Marines themselves are immune to. This allows a Space Marine to spit a blinding contact poison.
Huh.
Jerks.
How come my Marine doesn't spit?
Plot armor. This poison is also corrosive and can even burn away strong metals given sufficient time. So you can spit acid at people.
Like aliens? Nice try, Space Marine Warhammer, but no.
Or like the venomous reptiles.
How is it in their mouth then? How is it in their body and it doesn't corrode them?
Well, how do snakes have
venom? Snake have venom. Okay, I'm done. I'm dumb. I get it. I'm sorry. Okay, go on. I'm just going mad looking at this. Like, it couldn't be me on the winning team with a higher score. No, it's got to be me with the lowest score on the losing team, 10 to 200.
Sit there and look at your score until you learn
to do
how to
better.
not drop the flag. You drop the flag. That's why this is happening.
I feel like I'm in the corner looking at the wall, like I'm stuck there. Except I got the soothing voice of Brad, and that's the only thing helping me right now. Like, this is tough. Go on. Please.
Okay, only a few more left. So that was the Becker's gland. Next are progenoids. These are there are 2 of these glands, one situated in the neck and the other in the chest cavity. These glands are vitally important and represent the future of the chapter, as the only way new gene seed can be produced is by reproducing it in the bodies of the Marines themselves. This is the implant's only purpose.
So the implant is to create the gene seed to continue. And we pick up the gene seeds in Space Marine 2. We find gene seeds along. And those are what? From the bodies of the other... Wait, okay. I have a question about these gene seeds. Are they left after you're dead? And or do you give birth to them? Okay, they're picked up gene seeds from what was left of a body of a Space Marine.
That's why the apothecary is like the guys painted white. Usually have like a bunch of drills and stuff on their arms to basically run up and like surgically get this gene seed out of fallen Space Marines.
Oh God! So when I'm finding the gene seed,
like
then
medics,
you got to carry it back.
Ripping a gene seed out of you, yeah.
And so when I found one on the game, they want you to take it back because that's a potential new a Stardate later, right? Or whatever. Is that what it's called? Marine?
This is the implant's only purpose. The glands absorb genetic material from the other implanted organs. When they are matured, each gland will have developed a single gene seed corresponding to each of the zygotes which have been implanted. These take time to mature into gene seed. The gene seeds can then be extracted and used to create more Space Marines. Thanks to the superior implantation process, the genetic stability of Primaris Marines, the Imperium has recently been able to harvest gene seed at a rate previously unseen.
That's probably because so many are dying. Right?
So that's kind of like...
How many gene seeds can one Space Marine produce? Only one?
Sorry,
we're doing the Warhammer lore again. Sorry about that for the crossover, but since we're looking at Warhammer. But it's got a lot to do with genetic. I mean, this is genetic engineering at its most horrifying. I mean, because when we get to that part... Okay, next part, please. Are we there yet?
Here's like 20 organs that are all about making humans into killing machines.
That's so sad.
Okay, next one is the Black Carapace, which is probably the most important, arguably.
Okay, tell me about it, please.
So it's the most distinctive implant. It resembles a film of black plastic that is implanted directly beneath the skin of the Marine's torso in sheets. It hardens on the outside and sends invasive neural bundles into the Marine's body. So kind of like the plugs in the Matrix. After the organ has matured, the recipient is then fitted with neural sensors and interface points cut into the carapace's surface. This allows the Space Marine to interface directly with his power armor.
Doesn't it make them attached to their armor forever?
Yeah, I think that the interface directly is that. So you're basically plugged into your armor. Without the black carapace, many of the systems of the power armor would not function.
I have a question then. Okay, so when you become a horrifying, what is it called? It's Valis. He becomes the thing. I always cry when I see him. Valis makes me so sad. Valis is he's in the sarcophagus. They're called...
The Dreadnought.
Yeah, so what is the process then? Wouldn't it be... So if you're a fallen space marine, you've been in your armor...
The Dreadnought's like a life support system if you're...
I know, but you're taken out of the Space Marine armor and put into the Dreadnought. Wouldn't that be fucking painful? Or I guess you're already deadish anyway before you're put in this... Like, so you're extracted out of that armor and put into the sarcophagus, right? To become a Dreadnought. That's horrifying as well.
I don't know if they take you completely out of your armor.
There's no room for all the armor, though.
Have you seen a Dreadnought? It's like the size of a small house.
Yeah, but the sarcophagus isn't. The sarcophagus is smaller. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm pretty sure you could fit... Yeah, I do. Pretty sure you'd fit with your armor.
It's fucking disturbing. Well, oh god. That's horrifying.
It's like you're really injured, you go to the hospital, they kind of put you on life support, but instead of life support, it's an armored fighting machine.
Yeah,
called the Dreadnought.
horrifying. It's horrifying.
It's fine.
It's so sad.
It's no more horrifying than anything else that happens in Warhammer.
Well, yeah, the whole thing is grotesquely horrifying, but I love
genocide and nuke entire planets. But Dreadnoughts are horrible.
They make me sad. This make me sad. Okay, go on.
They should make a Dreadnought Hallmark card.
Yeah. I know, I talked about that one time with somebody. There was somebody who said like that they would be a Dreadnought for their family because they love their family. I'm like, you should turn that into a Valentine's Day card. I would be a Dreadnought for you. But I already used that. Brad, same page. I already thought, that's romantic. But I think that's too far. I wouldn't be a Dreadnought for anybody. That's horrifying. I wouldn't want anybody to be a Dreadnought for me. That's terrible. What a horrible fate. Go on, please.
I mean, only in death does my duty end, is their like one of their sayings. So
I know, but maybe sometimes the duty should just end. Okay? Like, the Dreadnought is so sad. Just say
sounds like someone's not fit to be a space marine.
I am not. Not if the Dreadnoughts just make me sad. I
don't want to be a Dreadnought. I want to die.
Yeah. Yeah, like, just put me on my misery.
Use your melt-a-bomb then. Keep your melt-a-bomb with you.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
That's your backup exit plan.
Capture and control, bestial.
Okay.
210.
Without the black carapace, many of this would work. While driving vehicles, the chapter, a special spinal interface plugged into the armor, and black carapace provides the space marine with an intuitive field. So when they're driving, they basically plug into the vehicle, and the black carapace lets them control it better.
That's fucked up, man. So they can also control vehicles with their arms.
A similar cybernetic system used by the Imperium is the Mind Impulse unit. Oh, okay. I remember that was actually a thing you could upgrade your models with.
Well, please tell me then. And
I think it was like Inquisitors or like fancy rich people in the Imperium could have Mind Impulse units to, like, say you have armor with like a shoulder-mounted gun, but the gun plugs into your brain, you could just control it that way. You don't have to...
That's fucked up. Because could you just imagine all the times people have had thoughts of just like, I'm not trying to, violent thoughts, and it's not real, and oh, that'd be horrible. That'd make for a terrible workplace environment, I'm just saying.
I mean, maybe part of the, psychological conditioning is making sure you're not a psychopath.
Well, don't you kind of have to be, in a way, to do what the Space Marines do? Yeah.
Maybe. But your work environment is the battlefield where you're killing aliens and enemies of the state.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
They're probably not giving the black carapace to Steve in accounting, who keeps
mumbling. I believe you have my red stapler. Yeah. I believe you have my stapler. I'm gonna one day I'm gonna set the whole place on fire.
Last paragraph. I believe you have my
stapler.
The black not
Office Space, people. Office Space.
Watch out. If you haven't seen Office Space, come out
Please
from under
watch
the rock.
It. Yeah. Or just be like 20 years younger or something, or older. I mean, Okay, go on. We're old now. Go on. Frolic even fell asleep to the soothing sounds of Brad reading about Space Marines. Before he finishes, I just want to say thank you for all the people that contributed tonight. Frolic, it was wonderful to see you, not just because you became a member, but because you added so much on that helped us
It's
nerd
like having
out.
a fucking doctor here. It was cool.
Yeah, it was like having a doctor here. So if you're hearing this through your sleep or whatever, I appreciated everything you and other people too. The Space Marine guy who was here, who's into Space Marines, giving us a lot there that added to it, and everybody that added to this. I'm sorry I didn't give the gameplay. But hey, at least it didn't crash like Helldivers 2. Sorry, Helldivers 2. Ricardo, Ricardo,
Wow.
thank you for the. Well, Helldivers 2, seriously, it crashed way too much. I appreciate you guys. This was an interesting episode because, we got to look at this team. Will that be my job, says Carl. Like, oh, I didn't know you still like. I appreciate it. We enjoyed that. I know our energy is down now, but that's because we're winding down earlier than usual. Usually, one of these episodes might go until about 10-ish or so. But tonight with, this captivating gameplay, plus we had so much good stuff at the beginning. Thank you so much for that. Because I totally forgot about the episode tonight. Brad hit me up and was like, are we? And I was like,
Yeah, it was
oh,
like 20 minutes before we were supposed to start. It's like, we're doing this, right? You haven't said anything yet. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Because usually I'm like, Brad, are we still doing the episode, Brad? And I'm messaging him and like bugging him for like half an hour or an hour before the episode. But this is fantastic. It turned out to be a great episode, even with the greatest gameplay that there's ever been played. I'm so sorry about the gameplay.
I feel like you're going to end the stream and it's just going to like start working.
It is. I'm going to be like, oh God, we'll say goodbye and then it will end the loading screen. Fuck that shit if that happens. But anyway, no, I enjoyed this tonight. And thank you for those who came from Twitch. Kralik came from Twitch. And I hope you guys enjoyed the YouTube channel. I play different games here. I was scared for a second. I was being an idiot and a know-it-all, but in case not my intention. No, Kralik, no, you weren't. This episode, specifically, Let's Discuss podcast, this is where we can be know-it-alls, nerds. We can ask questions. So for those who were quiet or are quiet because they're like, I don't know about genetic engineering. I don't know anything. Like, this is where we can look up stuff. Generally, when we're hyped about the podcast and or prepared and haven't been stressed or summered, in the Discord, there's a space station hub. It's got the Let's Discuss podcast. We got a research lab. Ask Brad GPT. If you want to like counter anything he said, I would love that. No, but like if you want to ask Brad any questions and you don't want to leave comments on the videos, which I guess some people don't, you can, if you're in the Discord, you can like just ask Brad GPT under the space station, and or if there's topics you want to talk about, or if you have questions for him, you can ask him for him during the episode or after, or if you want to like just expand upon anything we've talked about. We've also got space news, space pics, and then we got Elite and No Man's Sky under the same hub. But there's like so much in the Discord that we would like to keep these podcast episodes going. This is our 21st one. We had a month off and a week, but we have covered, I'll do this really quickly before you finish with more of that. I'm sorry, just so for the new people. We have covered, and I don't know anything, but we have done a couple episodes on Warhammer. We're going to be getting back to more sci-fi-y. We've done exoplanets, galaxies, megastructures in space, stars. We've gone back and forth between alien life, solar systems, war in space, space junk, so space debris. We've learned about black holes a couple times, colonizing space, communication in the far future, interstellar exploration, the moon, space travel, space holes. Now, we're human and we're still doing this, so some of the episodes hit. Sometimes we get a lot of people who know on the topics come in, and it's really exciting. It's really exciting to ask questions. If you don't know something and you question it, please do. Brad likes questions. We sometimes get our computers and we're like looking stuff up. We go on tangents. You don't know much about Space Marines other than trying to paint the figurines at 12 years old, says Kralik. Hey, There's tabletop in there. Never had anyone to play with, so I fell out of it. Yeah, girl, I gotcha. No, Brad and a few other people in the Discord do the tabletop, so I would have showed you the
I
Space
think I
Marine
started
game.
when I was 12 too.
Oh, well, look at that. You painted a lot of Warhammer, though, says Kralik. There you go. Oh, well, if you're in the Discord, you check out that in the Space Marine, the Warhammer section. There's people who've shared their figurines. But I'm sorry about this gameplay tonight. I don't know why I glitched. Probably because the game saw I was doing so bad, and they were like, no, you can't play anymore. But it didn't kick me, which I appreciate. But yeah, so just so you know, we'll have an episode. Are we going to do next Friday? Next Friday? Yeah? We want to do a science one next week? Another science one?
I don't remember my list right now.
Yeah, but we're gonna do that. So we'll have another episode on next Friday. And this thanks again for showing up last minute. I'm tempted to pick it up against this Kralik. Yeah, make massive cool boards, forts and stuff. Kralik, you never know. I mean, it's all I have never done the tabletop, but I've seen I don't know. I know Brad's got, I wish Brad would do paintings, but it's close enough, right? I really like your art, Brad. I'm sorry. I feel like you're an artist, but at least you're painting, right? Maybe one day.
I'm an artist trapped in a working class body.
Yeah, but, sorry. Anyway, go. Please, there was some more, right? Were you almost?
There's like one more. I was doing a couple jumps.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's Elite Dangerous. That's the other thing, guys. Usually for the podcast, the Let's Discuss podcast, I'm usually playing Elite Dangerous so that I can concentrate on the podcast.
Oh, shit.
Just so you know. So, but I swapped all arts to photography, says Kralik. Oh, yeah. I love photography when I used to go outside and writing. But let's go back to this.
Photography's fun.
Yeah. One day you'll see my photography if I ever go outside again. What's the last one?
Yeah, we got. There was just like a last paragraph about the Black Carapace, and that was kind of
please.
it. It was originally developed during the Unification era, so this is when the Emperor was still taking over Earth and unifying it. That's why it's called the Unification era. However, it was flawed and could not be utilized until someone perfected the technology. This unusual part of the Astartes program required the carapace to be grafted in substantial pieces.
Oh,
so it couldn't be grown internally from gene seed like some other organs. So I think this was. I know how we talked about this during like the Warhammer episode, where it's like, okay, the Emperor took over Earth and then he attacked Luna, where they had advanced like genetic laboratories, which helped with his Space Marine program. So before they had the even more advanced science from the moon, they were trying to figure out how to make these Space Marines, and it was crude, I guess. Could not be grown internally from gene seed like some other organs. Once in place, it encourages the human body to adapt as its own, and it spreads. It is an engineered, controlled cancer. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No. Well,
I guess it was a cancer that they kind of like.
Wait, so
we're
this
just
is
using
Space
what
Marines?
we got. Yeah, the original Black Carapace, before they like perfected it, it was kind of like a.
Gross.
Yeah, they let it spread through the body, so it's like I guess it was a cancer.
Oh, okay.
This is just like the interface between their armor.
Okay, got that. So is that with that? Because I have a few last facts if anybody cares. They might be facts or not, and if you
That was it with the organs.
That was interesting though to learn about the organs, because damn, I'm late. Now you're not, Stinging Man, because I got some more points before we go. It's good to see you, Stinging Man. He's like, oh damn, I'm not late. I wish I had been late. We had such a good time. Kralik here and other people, we were nerding out like crazy. We're talking some Warhammer, and I am stuck for about half an hour on this screen for some reason because I played so terribly. I got punished, but it's fine. At least the stream's still going. Well, Brad, thank you for all that. And I got a few things, and if you want to point out on them, I'll try not to read them too much like a list, but first, genetically engineered humans may already be alive. That was the twins in China in 2018 who weren't just resistant to HIV. The gene-edited CCR5 is linked to enhanced memory and brain recovery in mice. meaning these twins might unintentionally have boosted cognitive abilities. I wonder where they are and how they are. We've engineered humans with caveman DNA already. Some modern humans already carry Neanderthal and Denisovan genes, which affect things like altitude tolerance, immune strength, and even risk of depression. Oh, genetic engineering could deliberately reawaken ancient traits for space survival. Good to see you, Stingerman, by the way. I don't know. What do you think about that? Have you heard? If you guys have heard of any of this, please let me know. If some of it's BS. Mosquitoes again have been this. You mentioned this, Kralik. Mosquitoes have been genetically engineered to crash their own species. Scientists in Florida and Brazil have released engineered mosquitoes whose offspring mostly die. It works. Local mosquito populations have dropped by up to 90%. Good to see you too, Stingerman. Are you actually playing the game? Because I'm not. I'm sorry. Genetic engineering might make humans smell less. Oh, are they telling us that we sweat and body odor are strongly genetic? In theory,
Yes.
colonies could tweak genes so humans could produce less odor. Sounds silly, but imagine a starship with no showers and hundreds of people. That's survival tech. I never thought of it that way. So if we smell less... Oh.
Or just genetically engineer people that they can't smell. There you go.
Yeah, there's
Problem
that
solved
too.
the other way.
Right?
Everybody stinks, but we can't smell it.
We can't smell it. And then somebody just comes along and goes, wow, you guys really stink. Synthetic spider silk is already being made with goat milk. What spider silk? Scientists engineer
goat spiders?
You know about this? Scientists engineer goats with spider DNA, and their milk contains spider silk proteins. It's stronger than steel by weight, could be used for spacesuits, tether lines, or building habitats. What? You know about spider silk from goats?
Yeah, because it's the whole structural, tensile strength is crazy high.
What the fuck are they doing? Fucking.
I mean, like regular spider webs have insane tensile strength for their weight, but we can't scale it up to make like suspension bridges and stuff like that.
Why are they making it in goat milk though? What is that?
That might be some sort of genetic adaptability where, like,
what are the goat?
It's easier to, like, something in the goat milk or in the goat's genetics is able to be receptive to what they want from the spider silk.
Oh, well, good. And good morning, Stingerman. See, so I just woke up. It's 2:50 a.m. here. What are you doing waking up at 2:50 a.m.? Kralik says the case I was mentioning was from Italy, since we don't have malaria in Europe, but Southern Europe does have the same species able to carry and be the vector for malaria. So it's kept as a just-in-case alternative, but not released here. But they've released it elsewhere. That's interesting, or something similar. Genetic tweaks could make humans resistant to freezing. Arctic fish and frogs have antifreeze proteins in their blood. Adding these genes to humans could protect cells from freezing damage in cryosleep or icy moons like Europa. What do you think of that? We could just tweak everything, couldn't we, when they figure it out, right?
That's the idea.
Now I see, Kralik says, now all I see is a goat making spider webs from its mammaries instead of milk, right?
Yeah, I remember reading about that. It's like, this is pure nightmare fuel.
They could probably climb webs as well. That's fucked up. You come into the, like, barn or whatever, and, like, goats are just, like, hanging upside down from the fucking ceiling with spider webs everywhere, spelling out Wilbur or whatever. What the fuck? Wilbur, was it? From Charlotte's Web?
Charlotte's Web.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's nightmare fuel. Like, the whole barn is just, like, spider webs. Oh, no.
Yeah,
this
goat webs, though.
Goes wrong. Goat webs. Goat spider webs. Oh, God. Oh, no. This is a goat will climb a vertical wall, Kralik said. That's right. Goats climb mountains.
Imagine what they can climb with goat webs.
And they do it with spider webs now? And the goat... Wait, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? Why are we putting spider web stuff into goat milk?
I think they were talking about like textiles and stuff, right? They make it's strong.
but then we end up with goats that get away that sling spider. We thought we were going to get Spider-Man. Instead, we get Spider Goat. There's like a goat swinging through the city. Maybe one of those eyeball parasites, like,
The
oh,
hero
Kralik, don't,
not the hero we
Kralik.
deserve, but the hero we got
Yeah, the hero we
for the
got.
goat.
Goat man. Oh, wait, Stingerman. Kralik, don't remind me of that. That was, and you know that, not spoilers, but do you think that one synthetic has got it? That eye inner, oh, anyway, okay. We're already editing gut bacteria to make medicine, probiotics. We already knew about this to detect an illness inside the human body. Imagine astronauts carrying living pharmacies inside them. Imagine what kind of
True.
pharmacies. Yeah. Genetic engineering can make organs transparent. Why? Scientists made mouse brains see through, ew, by genetically modifying how proteins and fats interact. This allows mapping every neuron in 3D, potentially leading to editing brain wiring itself. Wait, I love that
That's
part.
literally
It's
like
so.
those
Oh,
electronic toys that are like they're in clear plastic, so kids can learn how like electronics work.
right? We
That's
already
literally
made
that with the
Spider
brain.
Pig. Wait, Kralik, we already made Spider Pig. Oh, you're talking about like the cartoon? Kralik says, I love that part. It's so good. Best sci fi I've seen. Kralik, it's terrifying because then, if the creature's looking at them, you know that's, oh God. But do you think that happened to the girl? That girl.
What?
Okay, it's sci-fi. Spoilers. Alien Earth. I'm sorry. He's talking
Oh,
about a really gross scene. Hey, Sage, do you love my Space Marine gameplay? Can you even beat this right now? I can't play with you. I'm sorry. He's like, I'm on Space Marine 2 right now. Oh, Sage meets Stingaman. Stingaman meets Sage. You both are good grinders on Space Marine 2. If you guys ever match up, that'd be cool. I am stuck in a Scream for Hell, but it's okay because we're nearly done. This, oh yeah, Spider Pig was in the Simpsons movie. I was wondering, like, where did I hear that from? I'm on Space Marine 2, but I'm stuck in, like, hell for playing so bad.
I think you
Um,
forgot about Spider Pig.
yeah, that was where it was
Spider
from.
Pig.
I
Spider
was
Pig.
thinking of it, but I think she's glitching though, or some kind of psychosis. Oh yeah, like from trauma. Yeah, that's what they were saying in like one of the review videos that if you're traumatized, you might think she's pregnant. But what? But that thing did go for her eyes, so I don't know. Cyber psychosis. Yeah. Yo, Sting. Yeah, Sage is Space Mariner. I'm sorry. Anyway, engineered yeast can brew opioids. Scientists spliced the genes for making morphine into brewer's yeast. In theory, a colony could brew beer and medicine in the same vat. What could go wrong with that? Opioids and beer on a colony. Isn't that
One
one of the
stop shop.
first? Isn't that one of the rules, though, that they don't want their people to be in a colony all drunk and on drugs? Like, isn't that a bad idea?
Oh.
I guess if you're thinking of a living colony, I can't restart Sage because if I restart, then the stream will end, and I'm doing a podcast right now, Sage. But yeah, I figured that. I figured I would need to restart. It's like the first time ever I need to restart this like this, but where I can't do it. No, I was not. I failed, and my team lost by 190 points, and we've looked at this for like an hour. But no, I can't stop it, or the stream stops, and we're almost done the podcast. But um, yeah. So this is what we've looked at. Do you enjoy? Um, it's
Hope you like
we've
the screen because that's all you're getting visually.
that's all you get. Space Marine restarting game crashes your stream. Uh, yeah, I'm not on OBS. I'm on PlayStation and I don't have OBS, so I can't turn this off. If I close this game, my stream ends. This is the screenshot of shame, says Stingaman. Stingaman, don't you look? I contributed to my team. I had 9 deaths and 0 kills and 0 assists. So, like, I did my part. Kralik says they potentiate each other, so they might be an awesome beer. Sage says, oh, my bad. PC life spoiled. Yeah, I don't have a PC, so, or else I would do that. Genetic editing could change human height dramatically. Hey, I take offense to that. What's wrong with our heights? Dozens of genes influence human height by turning them on and off. Humans could be engineered taller for low gravity or shorter, stockier for high gravity worlds. Fine for space, but I'm curious about like people doing that right now. Like, I want a 6'3" baby. boy like grow up to be? I don't know. Chickens can be engineered to lay medicinal eggs containing human proteins that treat diseases. Space farming could mean breakfast and medicine in the same omelet. Space Marine 2 PvP sounds fun. Yeah, Stingaman. Stingaman and I did that the other day. It was pretty great. And I did better than this. Okay, what do you think of this, Brad? I think we talked about this in the past episode. We can already program DNA like computer code. DNA has been used as a data storage device holding books, movies, and even an entire computer operating system. This suggests colonists could literally carry libraries of human knowledge inside engineered bacteria.
That's kind of exciting.
Is this true?
I mean, I'd want that. Like, where are they getting that? We're already doing this from, and what do they do?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's Windows 11, I want nothing to do with it.
Right? If it's Windows 11, I want nothing to do it. Yeah, Stinger and Sage, I hope you guys match up, and I'd love to play with Sage as well. You're about to stream if you want to link up right now, says Sage. There you go. Yeah, check out Sage channel if you guys want to sing it. I'm telling you, he's leveling up like you. I mentioned Sage the other day, like it's in grinding hard. And then gene editing might give humans night vision. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. That sounds Space Marine-y, but I don't know how I'd feel about that. Night vision and or see-through vision and or whatever. But the fact that CRISPR can resurrect extinct species, isn't that already happening with the woolly mammoths? How do we feel about this?
I mean, already happening, and they might be working on it, I think, are different things.
Well, it says projects are underway to bring back woolly mammoths by editing elephant DNA. If it works, colonists could one day resurrect entire ecosystems on Mars. I mean, aren't we playing God?
I feel like there's some leaps of logic in there. Like they're hoping to do something, they haven't done it yet, so they haven't proved that it'll work. And now they're talking about ecosystems on Mars.
Glow in the dark humans are.
Let's figure out one of those three things, like making a woolly mammoth again and rebuilding ecosystems from nothing, and actually getting to Mars. Have we got a person on Mars yet? No. Let's do any one of those things on their own would be good. And they're like, oh yeah, we're totally just going to do that.
Frolic says, one step closer to Jurassic Park. I'm all for it, right?
Jurassic Mars?
Yeah, Jurassic Park. DNA can store more data than the internet. A single gram of DNA can hold 215 million gigabytes of data. Future colonies could literally store human history in their own engineered microbes. That might be the only thing that saves humans.
I'm interested why they're saying 250 million gigabytes, because the whole SI prefix can go beyond giga.
I don't know. A single gram of DNA. What's in a single gram of DNA? Kralik, Mr. Smarty Pants. Stinga and Sage linking up through my chat. See, we're building relationships over here. See? Look at that. Building community one by one. And don't forget to get subscribed to Sage if you can. I'll share the link real quick. I'll hook you up if my thing will load. You know what? It's loading so much better. I switched internet today. Just so you know. Switched it. And it's doing great. I mean, I don't think it'll fix Helldivers 2, but a gram would be a lot of DNA? Frolic, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you mean?
CRISPR could remove the need for sleep? I don't know. We could breathe underwater, built-in hibernation mode. Humans could be photosynthetic. We already talked about that. Wait, we would be living solar panels. But that means we'd have to go outside. I'm just saying, guys. There's a crux to everything, you know. Just so you know.
No, it doesn't, because you can... Photosynthesis relies on sunlight, which is light.
Yeah,
it's got a lamp. It's got a sun lamp.
Oh, you're just trying to say it's okay for me to stay inside. There you go. There's Stingy Man.
No, I'm saying you don't need to go outside to be photosynthetic.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's.
Oh yeah, like those happy lamps. Custom designed humans could diverge into subspecies. Yeah, that's where we could split
Yeah, that totally
generationally
would happen.
humanity. We talked about that with the space colonization episode, where we were like, generationally humanity might split into multiple intelligent species. Wow. And we might program human instincts. I don't know how I feel about that. DNA editing could make us immortal, wouldn't want it. And genetically engineered astronauts could be weaponized. We already knew about that. So humans with hive minds scare me, though. I don't want that. Vacuum resistant humans, they took that from Space Marines. Like, there's DNA computers inside people. We're not humans who can eat anything. Now, this is just basically Space Marines now.
The same ideas.
Humans who use the electromagnetic spectrum? Oh, because mantis shrimp already see polarized light? Oh, God, you mean we might really gravity proof humans? Humans who
You could
never
see, you
sleep.
could
I'm
have
already
like
here.
thermal cameras. Thermal camera could be your eyes. Because infrared is not too far
Oh,
from
sorry,
red.
God. That's crazy. So some of this we could. So that's a billion cells potentially, much more DNA if no other cell material. Wait, Kralik says he's doing math all here. All good to hear you're all sorted. Oh no, says me. Oh yeah, yeah. Like as you can see, no, I think the game just glitched because literally I was fucking up a lot. Maybe I got. I don't know, but it's fine. It made it more. I could concentrate on the stream.
Put him a band
Like
for
give him
dropping
the
the
stuff.
flag.
Yeah, Sage Pen is on his way to getting watch hours so he can get memberships and get. He's got over 2,000 subs. Must be nice. I'm trying to hit 1K, but he's close to watch time hours. So yeah, if you guys want to give him a view, he's pretty cool. So that's a billion cells potentially, much more DNA if no other cell material. Wait, 0-0. Too many zeros. 1 gram. What? A human cell weighs 1 nanogram. A gram would be a lot of DNA? I don't know. See, that's science. That's too sciencey for me. So that's a billion cells, potentially much more DNA if no other cell. Let's just say, so we're already doing stuff on Earth that's fucked up, but it's
Yeah, welcome to
happening.
Earth.
Welcome to Earth. Yeah. Aside from the bad stuff, there's stuff happening. I love that's mind blowing. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. I'm gonna pretend like it's mind blowing. It's beyond my comprehension, Stinger Man. I'm just gonna admit it. What I'm taking away from this episode, which I was scared of doing because of the ethics and morality I feel about it, because of the whole terrible history of and current present of this whole eugenics thing that I don't like. Like that was a big issue when I read Brave New World. I don't like the idea of some people deciding what is desirable or not desirable as traits for humans. But I do see it from a sci-fi point as far as there being like practical reasons for survival in space and or survival or progression as human species to like, you know what I'm saying, Brad? So I can see your point on
I mean, I was
like
the one that was saying to you genetic engineering and eugenics are not necessarily the same thing.
buddies
So,
look here. I appreciate that. I was like, I thought you were dead, buddy, but I'm just kidding. No, I miss you from time to time. I know where he is. He's over Damn It, Maine. I don't know if you guys know. If you're a hell diver, Damn It, Maine is where it's at. Damn It, Maine's always on that grind. He's doing really well. So I give, you know, like I could share that before I go. Could share Damn It, Maine before I go, right? So do you have any closing thoughts for us? What you feel about this before we go?
I'm a futurist, so I am for genetic manipulation. Science can improve our lives.
Oh, well, there you go.
But humans being human
You're
can
being
kind of fuck it
consumable.
up.
Yeah, humans being human, and that's what I'm worried about. It's
Well,
who
this
controls
movement
it.
about the elite controlling shit like that, but the elite already does control certain
I
aspects of
appreciate you,
society.
buddy.
They're
Well, I
going to do it
appreciate
later.
the support, buddy. Buddy Bud's still a member somehow, so I appreciate you very much. Buddy Bud, I appreciate it. I think you're one of the longest time members I have. Yeah, no, so we're likely to fuck it up. So live right now is Sage. He's playing Space Marine 2, which probably will be better than what you're seeing right here. But I'm glad people came for the podcast. we'll do another episode, and I'll probably have to play a different game so I don't do this again. Brad, thank you so much for this. Was there any other closing thoughts about engineering, genetic engineering?
Uh, Not really. I think we'll need it like other technologies to
Yeah,
explore
we always
space
come
and
back
survive
to
in the future.
technology. Yep, we always come back to like we need those
Well, we're,
technological progressions still.
we're not genetically engineering things on our own, so that in itself is a technology.
I'm trying to find good imagery of the scale. Yeah, Kralik, if you find it, drop it in the space thing. You'll think I'm helping an
Scale of
Xbox run at
what?
Helldivers too. The image, he's trying to give us an idea of what the scale of the DNA would be. Oh, but he's down for Space Marine 2 in the future. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Well, there you go, Sage. Stopping by and getting some follows. There you go. Um, but thanks for those who came for the genetic engineering and those who were here for the Space Marine 2 stuff in the middle where we talked about all the organs. That was gross. That was great. And thanks for those who are also watching Alien Earth. There is an alien section of the Discord. It's under, I changed the title of it to, because I'm going to be playing other Aliens games soon, from Alien Isolation to the new Alien Rogue Excursion. So Aliens is one of my most favorite films of all time. Is the title of that category. Very distinct. It's just that word. You know what I mean?
Succinct?
Yes. In Alien franchise, if you want to, in the Alien franchise part of it, if you want to share Alien Earth spoilers with me, I'm down for it.
Probably
Uh,
use a spoiler tag, though. Use spoiler tag.
no, don't worry about it. Nobody else will care. You don't have to spoil it. How do you do a spoiler tag?
I think it's the two vertical lines before and after your text.
Oh.
I told you before, I think, in the
I
Discord
know, but
somewhere.
I
You're like, how did
forget.
you do that?
I know, and I forget. Yeah, you get a session in soon. Oh, I had fun playing with Single Man the other day. Like I said, we played PvP and we had a lot of fun. And the game actually worked. This is my fault. I really do think this is my punishment and or my help, so I could actually take part in
Yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah, that's how you
Oh,
do it.
like that. Spoiler. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll probably still forget. Cells of the human body, says Kralik, if spread out, can cover 800,000 football fields. It's late and I'm tired. I think 1 gram of cells could cover 100 football fields if spread out. Oh, yeah, I think I heard something like that before. We licked ass the other day. Stingaman, you weren't supposed to tell anybody. He
I like how
changed it
football's
to
even a
kick.
measurement.
And wow, Stingaman. Stingaman made a typo. Yeah, we kicked it. Yeah,
I
just
think
so
it's a
you,
reference.
we licked her.
It's a demolition man reference.
Oh,
I got
what,
you, Stinging
licking
Man.
us? No,
Yeah,
yeah.
when Sandra Bullock's talking about '90s phrases, she's like she misspeaks and thinks it's called licking ass. And
Oh,
so much as
okay.
slow as like actually it's called kicking ass.
If you go and tune into that Warhammer stream, that we did have fun though. Stinger Man is like, it was his first time doing PvP. Stinger Man goes, "Thanks, Brad." He's laughing.
That's one of my favorite movies.
uh, what movie is it again? What movie?
Demolition Man. It's
Demolition Man?
Demolition Man.
He goes, "Saved
Typical
me, my
mindless
hero," says
ridiculousness.
Stinger Man. Stinger Man says, "Save me, my hero." Kralik says, "Rough math, 100 kilograms, million football fields, divide by 1,000 to reduce kilo to gram." I have no idea if it's accurate. Kralik, don't worry about it. I know you're tired and you already delivered all the science today. Oh, Stinger Man says, "I love Demolition Man." Look at you guys. Look, this was a good podcast tonight. Unexpected because I forgot it was Friday. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Brad,
Unexpected
for...
podcast.
Yeah, thank you. Unexpected on the days it's scheduled for. Wow. I'm sorry about that.
I have to
Thanks.
work today? Oh shit.
Yeah, what? It's a day of things. Thanks again, everybody, and thanks for subscribing. I've appreciated all the support, and I'm probably going to lose myself in No Man's Sky. Oh, it's Friday. No, I'm not going to do the other thing. I'm going to play No Man's Sky. By the way, Brad, I added you because, yeah, Nubbers showed up in the Twitch today. I haven't seen him in forever. He didn't even know this YouTube channel existed. And now he's paid attention to Discord and sees that I play No Man's Sky. There's an expedition now in the latest update. So I'm now going to
Yeah, I
rewatch
saw
the start
very
and see what I missed.
It's crazy.
Yeah, there is some glitchy stuff with the No Man's Sky update, only because you can free fall and walk, and it might mess up some stuff with the freight. Oh, I wish you could see my stuff on No Man's Sky sometime, Brad. I gotta show you what I've been doing. Oh my gosh, you gotta see what I've been doing. I'm just saying, it's like we've done community basis. I've got a freight now. Like, stuff's been happening, guys. I'm not gonna, if you do watch the stream, Stingaman, it actually was really interesting. Kralik was amazing. Kralik says, "I am the law." That must be from Demolition Man. What do you think of the sequel remake? Oh gosh, you guys I was just wrapping up. Was there a sequel remake?
That was Judge. I Am the Law is from Judge Dredd.
Okay, so why are we doing Judge Dredd?
Because it's a different Sylvester Stallone movie from the same era.
Yeah. Great job. Oh no, Brad. Stingman, you don't know. You weren't here. I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. Stingman just knows. Thank you, Stinger. No, wait. I Am the Law is not from Demolition Man itself, says Kralik. It's okay, Kralik. You were smart. You messed up. Yeah, Kralik, you messed up. All that intelligent stuff for all the whole thing.
You didn't mess up. You messed up.
No. The whole podcast is ruined. I don't know anything. Yeah, I forgot. I mixed those up. Wait. Yeah, that's Dredd. Like, they remade Judge Dredd. They remade Total Recall. I don't know. Judge Dredd. I don't know how I feel about the remakes. Just gonna let you guys know.
Yeah, they're not bad.
They're not bad, but they're not like. Anyway, so
look at the originals. It's like,
yeah,
okay, are those good? Or are you riding on like a rose-tinted nostalgia wave?
Yeah, it's a nostalgia wave. You're very close. So yeah, Kralik, just hug yourself right now. Give yourself a hug, because you can't.
Just watch a movie with Sandra Bullock in it, and you'll feel better.
Practical Magic. It's almost that season, guys, and they're doing a sequel. And they both. Oh my gosh, Sandra Bullock and the one, the blonde. She was married to Tom Cruise. What was her name? Oh my gosh, she's Australian. She's gorgeous too. What was her name? Come on, guys. Help me out. You guys have to know. The one that's in Practical Magic with Sandra Bullock. The blonde. She's freaking beautiful as well. Anyway, there's going to be a Practical Magic 2 film. There's going to be a sequel. It's supposed to be like the third book because they were originally books. I'm just really excited to see those two work together. Why am I forgetting her name? My brain needs the things that extend that make it better.
Yeah. I need genetic engineering, and I need it now.
Yeah, like, please. The intelligence is limited to a very small window. Relatable. Mine is a very tiny window. A very, very tiny window. Okay, goodbye. Like, we have to end the stream. Goodbye.
Yep.
Off with
Bye,
you
everybody.
all.
Thanks for coming out and participating and interacting and joining in on the conversation.
Yeah, that was enjoyable. That was fun. Kralik, great to have you over here on the channel. Stingerman, thanks for stopping by. Buddy, Sage for promoting I'm just kidding. Sage for promoting your Space Marine 2 stream. I'm kidding. Am I kidding? I'm just kidding. And everybody who participated, thanks for the stream. It's been very fun. Yeah, no problem, Kralik. Like, this is Friday night, so we'll try to do this again. Have a good week, Brad, says Stingaman. See you next week, mate. There you go.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I say. Oh, because I'm on 24/7. That's why. Okay. Yeah, no, thanks. Take care, everyone. And bye, Brad.
Catch you next time.
Later. Okay, bye. Don't look at my score anymore. Stop looking.